This is the battle of experience versus the rookie sensation. The most highly anticipated player to take on the NBA since LeBron James out of high school. The battle for in-season tournament glory is on the line. This is the Empty the Bench Podcast Network NBA live stream featuring Spurs at the Warriors. Here's Nick Morgasen and Paul Lombardi. All right, here we go for another stream. Paul Lombardi, Nick Morgasen. Paul, we got a good game here.
We do. What's up, everybody? We got a good game going down tonight in the Bay. We got San Antonio taking on the Golden State Warriors. Both teams been off to a little bit of a slow start to start the season. The Warriors have been slightly under 500. I mean, obviously, to their standards, hasn't been great. But the San Antonio Spurs, too, have been off to a really tough start. But Victor Wembanyama has been amazing, just as advertised. So it's going to be exciting to see him and see what goes down tonight with the in-season tournament, getting ready for the Las Vegas round, starting next week.
Yeah, so obviously, I think you would have chuckled a little bit because obviously I tried to play up that in-season tournament way more than you and I, obviously, and most people who don't know us, we have a distaste for the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, I love how they were playing this up more as an in-season tournament game than, like, say, a Steph Curry and a Klay Thompson versus a Victor Wembanyama.
Exactly.
That's what made no sense to me at all. Like, I was just like, all right, I guess that's how we're gonna do it. I don't know. I'm sure you've said this before, where I get confused, you get confused. What's an in-season tournament game? What's a regular season game? Like, what's what?
Exactly. And to be completely honest, I'm still not 100% sure. With like what is what's the in-season tournament, what isn't. I mean, we've been having mixed games where certain games are in-season tournaments, certain games aren't. And all I know is that starting next Friday, it's going to be the Las Vegas round. And I think 8 teams make it, or teams in each conference make it, something like that.
We're getting up to the quarterfinal round, I think is what they're calling it.
Yeah, it's something like that. And there's a big chunk of open time now in the schedule between December 1st and December 10th, where there's no scheduled games. It's just going to be the in-season tournament. So for the teams that make it past the play-in round, basically, which we've been seeing over the last few weeks, are going to be playing in Las Vegas and in some type of round-robin format to see who wins the NBA Cup or something. That's basically
what a terrible name for a trophy.
Yeah. That's basically like how it's going. It's just very confusing. Very confusing.
I mean, what's next? Because now the rumors I hear Amazon wants in on this in-season tournament. The reason that they're doing this in-season tournament is they want another TV partner. That's all it is. They want more money. They want more exposure. Now, I could see Apple or Amazon or one of those getting involved in this tournament thing. But we're seeing it already, and I'm hearing reports that no one is falling for the trap of the in-season tournament.
Yeah,
like. So if no one's falling for the trap, then what are you going to do with this product? Like, is this going to be like a 1 or 2 and done, and then it's going to go away because no one's going to pay for it? I don't see any sponsors for it because technically it's during the season.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. They want another TV deal and just another way to make money, pretty much, like to try to get viewership up on in-season games, pretty much. And like if they're playing for something, then maybe it'll get viewership up, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. There's the way that it works is there's a full regular season, and then we have the playoffs. That's how it's always been in the NBA. That's how it's always been in most American sports. So to add kind of like this weird in-season tournament just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I think a lot of fans are kind of against it because they don't completely understand. A lot of the players are against it for sure too, and
It's true.
they've been like beating around the bush. Obviously, none of them are going to come right out and say like this thing is stupid, but like a lot of them have said like that they don't completely understand it. Some of them have said that like, oh, whether it's an in-season tournament game or another regular season game, like they're going to go about it the same way. Um,
Right.
so,
No one cares. You're not going
yeah,
to get the stars to care about this game. And for what? So the winner, each player, let me make sure I say this correctly because I think you and I have confused this a few times already about what the prize is. It's
yeah.
$500,000 a player, I think is what the number is.
For the winner
For the winner.
for the winner of it, yeah. And then there's some like prize I think for making it to Las Vegas for
Yes.
player two. Um,
And also, just because they feel the coaches were left out, they now needed a coaches pool for money
yeah,
also. Yeah,
and
because they don't make enough. Okay.
exactly. No one makes enough in the NBA, so they all have to make some more money.
But that's part of the problem. And by the way, we'll take you up to the coverage at 10:05, I think PM Eastern time when the game starts
Yeah.
down in the Bay. I don't know. I just does 500,000 a player get a LeBron James, a James Harden, a Kawhi Leonard, a Giannis? Like, do any
Yeah,
of those players care?
I'll tell you what, they don't care as much as the playoffs. It's not even close. Um, they to win the NBA Cup or whatever it is not going to be like is not going to be something that like defines a legacy or something that people really even care about. I don't think. Like
True.
it's obviously the NBA Finals is what everybody's going to care about. The playoffs are what everybody's going to care about. So
You
this
want to win the title, not
exactly.
the stupid NBA Cup.
Yeah, you want to win the championship of the entire season, not the in-season tournament cut like tournament or whatever.
I mean,
Season
and,
tournament cup.
and you and I have discussed this before, where maybe if you put some kind of incentive, like say you won the in-season tournament, maybe you get an advantage or something in the playoffs. But here's
Exactly.
the problem with that, though. So all the teams don't make it to the end.
Yeah,
So it would kind of be an unfair advantage if, say, the team that won got an advantage. And what happens if they don't make the playoffs?
exactly. Like the one thing that could make things make a little bit more sense is like if they the winner gets an automatic bid in the playoffs. Like that would make something like somewhat interesting. Like they get even if they end up finishing the season terribly, they're like the 8th seed or something like that.
But the problem is you would be taking a bid away from another team that actually made it in.
Exactly.
So
And actually meet the playoffs.
there's really no way to do that properly
But
unless like you said, all right, you win the tournament, we'll give you an extra 5 wins
yeah,
on your record. But then you're taking revenue away from teams where they have to go and play the games.
yeah,
So yeah, there's no exact science of how to do this properly. All right, let's move around a little bit. We'll save some of the news stories for the commercial breaks because there is some big news that just happened over the last day or two, which is again not surprising by an athlete in today's world.
exactly. It's,
But all right, let's get into the live stream stuff presented by Will Spreads. We use this for our Football Friday. The line is Spurs at the Warriors. Warriors -10. The over-under yesterday was 233.5. It's now 236. So they're expecting a score fest
yeah,
out of this game. So
which
where
yeah,
do you see this?
which is kind of interesting for how um offensively unproductive that the Spurs have been this season. Um, yeah, to be 118, basically, like 118 being the average score for a game over under of 236. I mean, we know the Warriors can flat out score and they can take advantage at any point of a game, but I think it's kind of interesting with the Spurs um, coming into this game, but Vegas always knows something. They always, we always question them, but they're always more onto it. I like the under on this just because I don't think it's going to be that high scoring of a game. I think that they're going to be um, it'll be under the 110s in my opinion.
I agree. I think that the Warriors have not been the same team. I know they won the title last year. I think that was kind of a fluke last year that they won the title.
Yeah.
And they just got lucky the way their bracket was played out, and that's how they got to the finals. Um, I don't know. I think both these teams are struggling for offense, to be honest. And like I said, the Warriors can score. Obviously, they've had all the ruckus and attention around Draymond Green again. Geez, shocker.
Exactly.
Getting suspended 5 games. Is this suspension up or no?
I don't think he's playing tonight. I think he's playing after. I think he's active again on Tuesday, if I believe.
Okay, so that's why he wasn't on the line. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing in today's game, but if I'm correct, I think that this is either his last game or he's got another game after this.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think averaging 118 for both teams, that's too high. The Spurs, I don't think they've put up, 100 plus in many games so far this year?
No, they haven't. And I mean, 3-13 heading into the game. Like, Oof. Absolutely. Like, they just haven't been a great team at all this season. And, it's to no one's surprise. Like, they had the first overall pick this past year. You brought in Wembanyama, but, like, they still have a very young team. And they have some good talent, but they have some guys that they're not very far along in the rebuild. I mean, when you bring in a guy like Wembanyama, though, obviously that can skyrocket your rebuild very quickly.
Well,
having a star player like him.
It also helps to have a guy like Victor Wembanyama, who's a once in a lifetime. I said it when I did the intro that he's probably one of the greatest players in the NBA since LeBron out of high school. Like,
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
This guy has potential to be the next big brand in the NBA. Now, he's not as open and charismatic as LeBron James is. He's more of a quiet player. No. Ironically, gentle giant would probably be the way I think of it. No. I was reading, I don't know if it's true, but he's a 7'4" with almost an 8-foot wingspan.
Something like that, yeah.
That's crazy. Nuts.
I know. His size on him is incredible. I mean,
is he the tallest player in NBA history?
No. Yao Ming was, I think, 7'6". Manute Bol, I think Manute Bol is still the biggest at 7'7". Yeah, which is crazy. But he's very close. But he also, what makes him so good is the fact that he's like a point guard, though, as well.
But that's crazy. That's the one question I was going to ask you, actually, that in today's NBA, and what I notice, the big men are able to dribble the basketball better in today's game.
Oh, absolutely. The big men, so there's really no true centers in the NBA anymore. It's the game has evolved to a point where most of the big men can handle the ball, can step out and shoot threes, can pass a little bit, all that kind of stuff. That's just kind of how the game has evolved. Where everybody,
and I like it. I like it.
It's true. It's good. I mean, I still think that some teams are too reliant on the three ball. That's my one biggest knock about.
I agree.
The NBA, the way it's played now, but the big man becoming more athletic, I think, is a great thing for the NBA.
Yeah.
There's no longer are very few players that can't step out of a 10-foot range to hit a jumper, and are only reliant in the paint. Most big men can stretch the floor a little bit now, handle the ball a little bit, but also be dominant in the paint as well.
Right, and I would say Giannis. Would you agree? Giannis kind of changed the flow of that position. I mean, he's more of like a power forward more than but he kind of changed the big man role in the sense of, all right, I can make a 15 to 18 foot from the elbow, yep. and I could still drive and be aggressive. What I remember from back in the day is you would see guys like Shaq who can't dribble a basketball whatsoever, and that used to drive me crazy that they can get to between 5 and 8 feet from the hoop. They can do their back down. He could dunk. But then if you gave him the basketball in the front court, he could dribble it for life.
Yep. No, it's true. And that part of the game is practically done with now. You could definitely say Giannis was one of the big pieces. Kevin Durant, I think, was one of the big pieces too. I mean, Durant, we look at it as more of a small forward, but he's 6'11". I mean, 6'10", 6'11". And he's always been a ball handler, step out shooter, can do pretty much everything. And so you can say him, you can say Giannis, you can say a lot of different people to being kind of like the catalyst of that kind of NBA now.
Right.
It's just the way that the game has kind of evolved.
All right, quickly before the game starts, and we'll get to some of this other stuff as well. I was talking to Paul. Nick's $10 free bet. So yes, I like to play on DraftKings app. So I got a free $10 bet. I sent Paul a list, and now the list is all up to date again, so we can go through all the names.
Yeah.
So some of the ones I was looking at, Steph Curry under 28.5 points. Because I don't know, has he really been scoring?
He has been. He's still averaging right around 30 points a game this season. Averaging 29-ish. But again, like, it's any given night in the NBA. He could have an off shooting night, any given night, and you really never know when it's going to be. So taking the under on that definitely could happen. Taking the over on it could be a good shot too.
I think the one that's more confident is probably Wemby over 19.5.
Yeah, I like Wemby over 19.5. I think it's a big game. I think he'll step up a little bit tonight. Yeah, these numbers too are right around their season averages too. Like Wemby's averaging like 18.5 a game this season. So far,
he's got to do most of the scoring anyway.
Yeah, no, he does. Especially if this game's not going to be a blowout.
All right, so we're gonna take Wembanyama for $10 free bet. Here it is, just so people could see. Yes. I'm going to take him over 19.5. There it is. So we'll see how that goes. A few more minutes before the game starts. These were just some other fun things I found for in DraftKings for interesting bets. Points. Now this is interesting. Steph Curry versus Victor Wembanyama. And they were doing, I thought the comparisons were somewhat interesting in here. So Steph Curry is the massive favorite, minus 600 versus Wembanyama plus 350. How do you see this one playing out? Where would you lean?
As far as who outscores who?
Yeah, that's what this bet is. So it's one versus the other.
Yeah. So the Steph versus Wembanyama, I mean, like, probably Steph. But I think that plus 350 is pretty good odds for Wembanyama. I mean, like, I don't think it'll be like a complete blowout. I mean, Steph, obviously, there's like a 10-point difference in their points per game this season. So the easy, comfortable favorite would be to take Steph Curry, but there is no value in taking Steph at minus 600.
Right. It's the obvious bet. Yeah.
Yeah, the obvious bet. Putting $60 down to win 10. I mean, if you put like a pretty penny or something down on Wembanyama, like you put down $5 or something, plus 350 is not terrible. So
I mean, so what? Putting down 100 to win 350?
Yeah, 350. Put down $5, or put down $10 to win 35.
That's not terrible.
Not terrible at all for something that could happen. And before the Spurs game starts, the Knicks just tied up the Heat at 96 with 159 left.
So they're going to have to move that game over, probably, unless if it goes to overtime.
Yeah, we'll see. But the Knicks were down by like 20.
I don't know. The Knicks have been playing good basketball.
They've been playing great. I mean, RJ's been fantastic this year. He just got an and one. And he just put the bucket in. It's now 97-96. The Knicks took the lead now, under 2 minutes.
How much time is left in that game?
Just under 2 minutes, 152.
All right, so that was game one of this ESPN doubleheader.
Exactly.
In New York. By the way, did you hear the weird story about Mark Jackson and almost being able to do the Knick games, but because something happened like on the private plane or whatever, he's not doing them anymore.
It's such a weird story. Yeah, something about like there's somebody working in the organization who doesn't like him or something, didn't want him on like the private jets. Um, and so that it ended up falling through. But he was supposed to be like the backup to Clyde, basically, like the backup color guy for MSG this year. Which is so weird that um that kind of happened. I thought that I was looking forward to it too because I like Mark Jackson
I
as
think ESPN screwed him
I
massively.
thought so too. I thought they screwed him and Van Gundy. I think
Why,
that's
why would you kill your booth? That I don't understand that.
especially that booth that was so beloved too by fans.
I mean, it made no sense. I don't understand it. It was one of those things where you're just like, oh, what?
Yeah,
Like,
just really weird. And now you got Doc Rivers, who's tough to listen to sometimes, and
oh my God, Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I like Doris Burke though. Doris Burke.
I like Doris Burke. Doris Burke is an all timer for me.
Yeah, Doris Burke's always been solid. She has a good basketball mind and she's a good broadcaster too. She has a good voice. And Mike Breen's obviously great, but Doc Rivers was an interesting one. I just think that breaking up the three of them was just a tough move. They've been together for so long, doing the NBA Finals every year. It's gonna be weird having the NBA Finals this year without those three.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess they had to move the stream because the game's not over yet.
Yeah, the game will probably tip off soon, and
I guess they had to move the start time back.
now they'll probably still start on time, but it probably just won't get it to coverage until this game is over. It's Knicks are up by 3. Just kicked it out to RJ.
Wow, are they really going to hold this game out until that game is over? Are they that desperate to keep the Knicks in New York happy?
Oh man, Bam tried to posterize Hardenstein and missed the dunk. So
by the way,
35 seconds left.
Yeah, they're really holding this coverage back.
Yeah. Got to finish up this game. I guess maybe it's on ESPN2. They started the Spurs game.
It's weird because they don't have the stream up for it on ESPN Plus as of yet. They're still showing the Miami Knicks game.
Yeah, then they probably won't start showing the Spurs game until after this game completely ends.
I guess we can watch some of the Miami Knicks game until this is over.
Yeah.
All right, little bonus action. I hate the court. I hate the court.
The court is so loud.
I also don't like this almost reminds me of what the hell was the name of that video game? NBA Hang Time.
Yeah. Yep.
Like where the court has the weird stripes down the middle of it from back in the 90s. This looks like the 90s.
It's like it's all around just ugly. I don't like any of these in-season tournament courts. They're way too loud.
Also, they were complaining about the one, what was it, with the Pelicans with the light green stripe down the middle?
Yep. So many teams, like you look at the Rockets and the Bulls, like that like dark red. It just looks ugly.
OKC with the light blue.
With the light blue, like it's just
it's not an NBA court.
No, it's not. It's not a normal basketball court. Like no basketball court is like that bright. I just don't like it. Like the mid court of the in-season tournament logo and like the team's logo, like that's cool. Like you can do that. Maybe even like the cup as the free throw line, like they're doing. But like it's just all the different colors are just crazy.
By the way, timeout. It's 99-98 Knicks. 15.1 seconds left.
Knicks have the ball. They're gonna have to foul.
I guess Bam missed a free throw.
No, they were down 3, so he hit both.
Oh, I'm like, does that look strange the way that was?
Yeah,
Um, we'll get you the coverage of Warriors Spurs when it starts, but obviously they don't do this very often. They don't hold a game back
yeah.
very often. Do we know if it started?
Um, let me. I will check, see if it started.
I mean, leave it to ESPN if they would to hold the game back. Let's see. I don't see much as of now.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's no update on ESPN saying that it started. So maybe they are
It
holding.
hasn't started yet. Hasn't started yet. They're really holding this back. I wonder if this feed, because I'm assuming you're watching on a feed also, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if this feed is going to transform into the other one. I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
By the way, I hate the way the New York looks in center court.
Yeah, with the orange undertone.
It it looks like I'm seeing double, like with my eyes. Like my eyes have a problem.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
it's like the eye doctor test
Yes,
when you have the 2 letters. Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, my eyes.
like I like those jerseys that they're wearing right now. I just don't like that they try to make it like a shadow or
I
something.
hate. That's what I'm talking about. The thing at center court, like on the jerseys. Also, it looks
Yeah.
terrible.
Yep.
All right, 2-point game. I'm surprised they're still playing the long game. It's probably going to be. Do they have any timeouts left? Miami has
Miami's
one.
Yeah, Miami's got 1. Oh, Brunson missed it. Okay.
Oh, you're ahead of me by 2 seconds. Okay. Timeout. Timeout. No? Really?
That's game. Knicks win.
You beat me to it.
Beach to it. Butler
That
missed the 3.
that was a good shot by Butler too.
Yeah, it was. Step back, but wow. That's a good win. That's a good win for the Knicks.
All right, so the Knicks are 9-6. What was that say?
Huge
2-1 in tournament play. Yeah, so they're both 2-1 in tournament play.
Yeah.
Of course, I still don't get how the records work 100%, but
No, I don't get it either. But I heard something during the pregame that if the Knicks lost this, they were out of the in-season tournament.
oh, maybe it has to do with records in general versus these teams.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how it works.
I love how like the Knicks faithful are so excited they won a 2-point game.
No.
Knicks win. Oh man, still could have blown that game, missing the free throw.
It's true.
I'm assuming this feed will flip over.
Yeah.
Oh, no one wants to see the interview. Go away. Yes, let's interview the player of the game so we could say how he missed a free throw and they almost lost the game. That's a good game for Brunson, actually.
Yeah, he had a good game.
I have to say, though, from this year compared to years past, this team is more competitive now than it ever has been.
Oh, absolutely. It's a completely different team.
Hopefully, Warriors Spurs will start shortly.
Yeah.
That's the game where you and I were heavily anticipating.
Yeah.
Like, I've watched some of the highlights with Wembanyama, but this is the first time I'm actually like sitting and watching a full game to
Yeah.
see what he's like.
I know. It's fun to watch, for sure. Be interesting. Hopefully it's a close game. I mean, with how bad the Spurs have played this year, you never know. But the Warriors haven't played great either. So
I'm hoping, praying. Again,
yeah.
they still haven't updated the feed on ESPN Plus. I guess we're going back in here. It's weird. The feed was there and then it disappeared.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're working on. Yeah, it says coming up next on ESPN now. Spurs Warriors.
Oh, there. I think they're going to just keep it on here. That's my guess.
I think so. Yeah, I think they're going to flip it now since this one ended.
Ugh, that court looks so bad. It's ugly.
I haven't seen Golden State's court. I wonder if it's all yellow.
I think you're right.
Probably is, which is honestly even uglier.
Yay, commercials. All right. Let's hit one story or two here. I'll save the bigger story for in-game, but since we're talking about the Spurs, which we're about to watch, Greg Popovich gets on mic as Spurs fans boo Kawhi Leonard. This made me laugh.
It was such a Greg Popovich move. Like he's become so tough to like root for over the past several years. Like
what are you doing grabbing the mic?
It's like it's in the middle of the game too. Like I understand like if you don't like the fact that they're booing Kawhi because he won you a championship, but like you don't just I don't know.
What do you care? He's not on your team anymore.
Exactly. It's part of the game too. These guys get paid millions of dollars. Like if a team wants to boo him, he left the Spurs. If the Spurs fans are mad about it, want to boo him, they're allowed to boo him.
They pay the money last time I checked.
And the funny part was that didn't stop the fans. The fans booed even louder later on in the game after that happened.
My favorite, and I don't know if you remember, this was more during COVID when they had all the issues with the fans inside the arenas. Yeah. Do you remember the whole incident with Russell Westbrook and the fans? The water bottle or the popcorn or whatever was thrown, and he almost
yeah.
Like, there's one thing. It's one thing to scream and yell and boo. It's one thing to throw something at a player.
That's where I draw the line. I think that if fans are booing or cheering for certain guys or something like that, that's part of the game. But if a nasty or personal comment gets directed towards a player, or if something's thrown at a player, that's when I think it's fair game. I think the players should be allowed to retaliate in specific ways. I mean, obviously you don't want to fight or anything like that, but if they wanted to yell back at the players, I think that they're in their right to do that, especially if there's something specifically said. You know,
yes,
not going to
derogatory,
exactly.
Basically. And
if a derogatory term or some type of thing is said towards a player,
hate speech, yeah,
exactly, or if something's thrown, because that's where the fans are crossing the line. But if fans are booing a player, like come on, it's part of the game. Like fans are allowed to boo players. Fans are allowed to cheer for certain players and do whatever in that sense.
All right, so it looks like the game has now finally switched over.
Yeah.
But just one more point on that. Like, it kind of reminds me of Kyrie Irving when he was with the Celtics, when he flipped off the crowd. I think that was against the Nets, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
In the playoff series, I think.
Yeah, because they were booing him.
And I'm like, bro, like, you can't flip off the fans. Like, you can't do that.
No. And you can't get that sensitive about it either, too. It's like,
this is a good crew, by the way.
Very good.
I like this crew. But you can't flip off the fans. You can't make a gesture towards the fans. They pay your salary.
Exactly. But Kyrie gets mad about everything, though. So it's like it's not even shocking that Kyrie
has he found a home.
Kyrie
has he found a home in Dallas?
See, that's a good question. Dallas is playing good this year. So you would think so, but I could see him mid-season being like, oh, I'm mad about this or I'm mad about that. But I'm actually a little surprised that he's made it this long without saying anything.
Without demanding a trade?
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of kept his mouth shut so far. I mean, it really hasn't been that long, but in his standards, it's been kind of long.
By the way, Wemby is freakishly huge, and and we're watching on a computer screen. He's still freakishly huge.
It's crazy.
But this should be an interesting game. All right, this court I like better.
Yeah, this court's not that loud. I like that. The yellow stripe in the middle is fine.
It fits the color scheme of who they are.
Yeah, and then you got the normal hardwood on the side of it. Like that's like this court I approve of. It's not that bad.
Let's see. Normal lineups as they get ready to tip.
Yeah.
God, Wemby is like a building.
I know.
All right, there we go.
There we go. Game's tipped off. Moses Moody's in the starting lineup for the Warriors.
He's been good, actually.
With Draymond out, there's Moody. I remember the Moody's over/under was 7.5 for today. So
good pass right there.
He's already got 2.
That was a number I was looking at also, but I just, again, it's tough to trust it.
Exactly. I didn't realize he was starting. If I knew that he was starting, then maybe I would have.
That would have been a big number too.
Yeah. Hyped up the over on that.
God, the Spurs. The Spurs are like the Suns. They remind me of the 5-second Suns or whatever they called them, where they would shoot in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, with D'Antoni as the head.
A lot of movement so far with the Warriors. This is actually good defense.
Yeah. There's Wiggins.
Good.
Sohan back to Wemby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spurs are.
Oh, he lost that one.
Yeah, Spurs are a little sloppy to start the game.
I'm telling you, the way they're playing so far, I feel like Wemby's going to score a lot.
Yeah.
If they're just going to leave one guy down in the paint, like that's a deep 3 right there. Whoa.
Yeah, that was a heat check. Even though he hasn't scored yet.
God, Wemby is huge. Oh, get it in there. Foul. I feel like it reminds me of again, like Shaq back in the day. Just feed him the ball. Just keep feeding him the ball. He's gonna get fouled.
Yeah. They called it on the ground. It's not a free. Free throws. Interesting.
Really? That was on the ground?
Guess so. Guess they wrapped him up before the pass or something. Right back to Keldon Johnson.
Oh, wide open right there. Miscommunication on defense. Oh, bad pass.
Yeah, just toss the ball away. Jeremy Sohan's interesting. Taking on like a Dennis Rodman.
He looks... Oh, with the hair, you mean?
With the hair, and he took Rodman's old Spurs number, too. It was
missed the layup.
For the brief time that he was on the Spurs before he...
Oh, missed the layup.
Wemby for 3. No good.
Oh. I think you have like 2-3 seconds on me.
Yeah, I think so. Man.
That's a good shot.
Ooh, nice pass. You'll see that in a second.
Oh, Wemby all day.
He's so big, he dunked that from like his chest.
That was like a Michael Jordan dunk right there, like from the free throw line. Oh, why would you leave him open? I feel like the Warriors are still that same, like, what they call a foul. Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, you have control over your stream, right? If you drag like 2 seconds, you might be able to even it out.
Yeah. Let me see.
Like now I'm seeing the inbound.
If it'll let me go back on it, let me see.
Give him the ball. Give him the ball. All day. I'm seeing 9 minutes now.
Yeah.
Oh, steal.
Yeah, just laid it in 8-4 now.
Yep. I think we're on the same now. They should just feed him. Like the way they play offense, they should just feed Wemby.
No.
They don't do it enough.
Step off again.
That's a nice shot. Oh, missed. Look, he's dribbling the ball up. That's sick as a 7'4" guy.
I know. For 3, just hit it.
Yes. Okay.
There you go. Timeout.
Yeah, like I said, see, the Spurs have a good offensive unit. They just gotta build the experience.
Everything goes through Wembanyama, especially to start off this game so far.
By the way, that's scary that a 7'4" guy can hit a three like that.
I know, and run the offense the way he's doing.
It's like a point guard almost.
He is.
All right, so we're in the commercial break. Let's see what else do we got. Well, let's just finish this one a little bit since we were talking about it.
Yeah.
Popovich likes to feel himself out sometimes.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like it's almost like a grab for attention at some point, like with the team being so bad. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, and I think he knows his career is on the back burner. Well, not back burner. Back nine is the phrase I'm looking for. And I think the only reason he's still here is because Wembanyama got drafted.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was going to be on his way out, is what it seemed like. Before they drafted Wembanyama, and then he signed that 6-year extension, which I don't know if he's going to end up. If he's going to coach it to the end of that contract.
I didn't realize he signed a 6-year extension.
Yeah, over the summer he did.
How old is he?
He's early 70s, 72, 73, I want to say, something like that.
I'm looking that up. 74. Whoa.
74. So yeah, it's going to take him right till he's 80. That contract's supposed to be. I don't know if he's going to play out.
We've seen guys last like many years. I mean, I can't remember the broadcaster who was on ESPN that's still doing the broadcasts. He's like 90 something years old, and I can't remember, the name is like slipping me at the moment.
Oh, Hubie Brown.
Hubie Brown is like one of the best at the broadcasting game.
Yeah.
But
he was around forever as a coach, and then
is he still broadcasting games? Like,
he's still broadcasting. Yeah, I saw him on a game earlier this season.
He's got to be like 91 or 92 years old.
Yeah, he's right around 90,
and he's strong. Like, it's not like his voice is suffering by any means. But another headline. Well, since we talked about the Spurs, we'll talk about the Warriors. I'm sure you saw this one as well. Chris Paul tossed by Scott Foster after 2 technicals. Let's just say, like, if you're NBA fans, long NBA fans like you and I, the name Scott Foster has made it around in circles way more than we like it.
Yeah, exactly. He's become quite famous for
the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons, exactly. Similar to Angel Hernandez, even though in baseball, even though he's historically bad.
Who was the other NBA ref? And I can't remember his name at the moment, but he used to give technicals to everybody. The one who ejected Duncan from the bench.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what was his name? I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember, but he was kind of like a grumpy old man as a referee.
He like just retired, I think, a couple of years ago.
I'm looking this up because I can't remember as the game is resumed.
Yeah.
A lot of they moved the ball more than I remember. And won.
Yeah.
Who ejected? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how we have Google now. We can look up everything.
I know.
Let's see if I can find it. Oh, Joey Crawford.
Joey Crawford. Yep. Yeah, he retired before like last season, I think.
By the way, if you know the name of a referee, that's not a good thing.
Exactly.
Except for the NFL, which promotes every head referee on every primetime game.
Make them talk in front of everybody and announce their name, so you know most of the names.
And it's bad, like, because I was watching the Jet game earlier today on Amazon. Like, you have to say, "All right," and Jim Hussey with the call. Like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't hear them in an NBA game say, "All right, the head referee's going to make the call." No one cares.
I know.
I don't know, but good shot right there. Who was that?
Another one from Johnson.
Oh, nice pass right there.
Back-to-back threes.
You know what it is? They really could use Wembanyama as a decoy. Bad pass right there.
Yeah. Bad pass.
You realize what were you going to say?
No, I was just saying 17-9. Off to a good start, the Spurs.
I didn't expect this early.
I know.
God, he looks like he just towers over everybody. Just give him the damn ball.
Right over him. He had the mismatch with Moody on him. Went right up.
Wow. What a shot right there. Hey, I'm feeling good about this number so far. It's only the first quarter. He's got 7 points already.
Steph finally hitting a 3.
Got me by like a second or two now. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised though. I thought he was going to shoot that. Oh, nice roll right there. I don't know. Steph really doesn't want to shoot early on here.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Oh, that's a classic shot right there.
There's Clay getting Clay involved early.
That's a classic. The around the perimeter 3 from
just passing the ball around, and there's Moody again.
Ugh. Wait, you're that far ahead? Oof. Nice fake right there. Give him the ball. Give him the ball. That's a foul. That should be a shooting foul. You can't defend him.
No. When Clay hasn't had that great of a start to the season, but when he's locked in, he's doing stuff like that. He's tough to defend.
But I'm saying, like, the way Clay had to play Wemby right there, you can't guard him.
Yeah, I know.
And he's a good free throw shooter, it looks like.
Yeah.
This is like a triple threat.
Chris Paul checking into the game now.
What do you think about the whole Chris Paul to the bench with the Warriors? I thought that was kind of interesting.
I thought it was good because I feel like if you start Chris Paul, Curry, and Clay, it's a little bit of an overkill in the backcourt.
It's almost, what's that dumb saying? Embarrassment of riches.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there could be a lot of benefit.
Oh, great shot right there by Curry.
Steph just hit that deep 3. Timeout, San Antonio.
All of a sudden, this became a game.
Yeah, but I think it's good for him to come off the bench, honestly, because
I don't think he's a starter anymore.
I don't think so either. But I also think that him leading the second unit could be good.
Right. So we'll see what happens. We'll start this story. I think this story is going to be talked about a lot because you and I have a lot of opinions on this story, which broke yesterday. Now, it was a video yesterday, and it became news today.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to confirm anything. I'm just going to write, and just so you know, and everybody else knows, I wrote a word in caps right there. Allegedly. Because you and I have been around the media game enough to know to never confirm anything unless there's 3 or 4 sources on something.
Exactly.
So OKC Thunder player Josh Giddey has relationship with underage girl. Now, I'm sure you saw the video of her kind of dancing around and all that stuff. You and I both know this is a no-no in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
What is he thinking?
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Obviously, we don't know the whole story, the extent of the story, and how true everything is, but it's not a good look. And if there was knowledge on his end of the situation, and he's going to be in a lot of trouble, to say the least. But
now, I was looking up also because they were saying the consent age is lower in Oklahoma City, which I didn't understand.
Yeah, which I don't get. In some states, it is lower than other states. Like lower than 18. Some states are like 16, 17.
Okay, so Oklahoma, the age of consent is 16 years old. Now, I don't care who you are. That is wrong.
Absolutely, absolutely. That shouldn't be the law. Like it should be a set 18 for the entire country. I don't agree with that state by state. But
Also, I don't know if you saw that he put out some like TikTok videos and
yeah,
stuff of him like saying like, "Oh, I'm lonely," blah blah blah. When
yeah,
she's not, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I know, I know.
Really?
It's just
What do
not a
you
good.
have to gain? What do you have to gain by doing that?
Yeah, it's just not a good look. And at the very least, like, if he ends up being able to, you know, I don't want to say get away with it, but I want to say like if it was like that she's 16 or something like that, and it's like legal in Oklahoma City or whatever the case may be, like that's going to be something that people are not going to forget. That's going to be like a lingering thing the rest of your career.
I mean, you know how professional sports works. Even if you didn't do something and rumors happen about you, it'll
Yeah,
always be a thing.
absolutely. And people always wonder if it's true or not.
And that's the problem. Like,
Yeah, because there's definitely a lot of guys who are innocent, but there's also definitely a lot of guys who are guilty and deserve the blame. But it's
it looks like for the first time, Wemby is actually off the court.
yeah,
Oh, he missed the layup. Missed the layup again. And he got bailed out. See, that's bad when you get bailed out missing twice.
exactly.
See, I don't think the Warriors' defense is as good as it was years past.
No, it's not. It's not. Well, they don't have the same like bench that they used to have, where you had like Iguodala coming off the bench and all those guys who were great defensive players. They have they use like a bunch of like fill guys. They sign veteran guys to 1 year deals, try to fill out their roster. It's difficult to maintain a bench in the NBA for a long period of time. Players are always going to get bigger deals in the offseason to be starters for
Oh, nice pass right there to Sark.
teams.
I don't know much about Sark. Has he been good in the Warriors uniform?
He's he's been decent this year. He's one of their better players off
Oh,
the bench.
oh, nice rebound right there. Offensive rebounds early for San Antonio.
Yeah.
See, I don't like Chris Paul in the point guard.
A lot of ball movement here.
I'm not used to this much ball movement from them.
Yeah.
Oh, double team.
Yeah, a lot of ball movement. Came up short there.
Oh, bad shot right there. Who's got it? Whoop.
Little mismatch down low for Collins.
Oh, get that. And it went in. Little toilet flush there with that roll.
That was a nice backdoor pass.
Oh, man, all day for Curry. No foul? Unless he flopped.
Probably just flopped.
Surprised they didn't call a technical on him.
I know. See, they were doing that like the first. That's another thing. They were getting really, really strict on that like the first few games of the season. I feel like they stopped doing that. Almost to the point where you thought that they were going to call that a lot this season, but
bad turnover there by the Spurs. But yeah, I think they did that on purpose. Like for the first 2 or 3 weeks, the refs did that. Like, all right, we got to make a stand that we're following the rules
to try to set a tone, and didn't really catch on.
Who is that? The headband? I have no idea who that is. Oh, wide open. And airballed it. Oh.
Airballed it. I think that's Gary Payton.
Out of bounds.
Gary Payton II.
Oof.
That missed three.
Now, he was the one that was traded and then traded back to Golden State?
Yeah, he was on the championship team 2 years ago, and then he signed with Portland because he got like a big contract for them, and then they traded him back to Golden State at like the deadline last year.
Who was he the one that had the physical issues or no?
No, he ended up getting
Oh,
hurt last season, then missed like the end of the season. I think he like broke his hand.
should have called bank on that shot.
He had that hard fall on like the Dylan Brooks
Oh,
chase
got a
down
nice
block.
roll there. Who was the one that had the physical issues and had to be traded back to Golden State, or they were trying to? It was I think it was the Raptors and the Warriors, wasn't it, with a trade? Could have sworn. I thought it was.
I'm trying to think. You might be right. Trying to remember.
Oh, who's that out on? Oh, that might have been out on Golden State. They change it? Yeah, they changed it. If anyone has any comments, by the way, you could drop them in. Just don't make dumb comments, please. 29-27 Spurs, about 2.5 left to go in the first.
Nice shot there by Vassell.
Oh, nice fade right there.
Kuminga on the other end got fouled.
Ugh. See, they've actually been going against that whole arm movement foul, trying to get away from it.
Yep. The arm bar. Like basically beating your own contact.
I used to hate it, and Brook Lopez is really good at doing it, like from the 3-point line, where he'll have the ball and then like he'll fake and then he'll lean. I think they finally changed that rule finally, where you can't lean into the contact anymore.
Yep.
See, look, all these guys score a lot of points for the Spurs. I'm surprised they're not playing better.
I know.
Oh, missed free throw. And the Warriors got it back. Some of these guys are terrible free throw shooters.
I know.
Like it's not even right.
It's crazy. Like the amount of bad free throw shooters you see in the NBA.
You don't really see Ray Allens anymore in this league.
No, you don't.
Oh, nice play right there. And blew the layup. Oh, missed the reverse.
Yeah, that was Osman. And Sarge missed again.
I'm seeing the back end. Oh, come on. You can't miss layups if you're going to... Oh, and they got the turnover.
Yep, just got the ball.
Wow, bailed him out right there.
It's been a weird first quarter.
It looks like Wemby's coming back in on the next dead ball.
Just sell off for 3.
Oh, didn't shoot it. Then he shot it. Oh, a lot of almost downs right so far.
Yeah. Nice steal.
Great deflection right there.
Later then.
This Vassell. San Antonio looks energized early.
Yeah. San Antonio can play. They're looking good.
By the way, did anyone expect 63 points in the first quarter?
Hey, we did not expect the
oh, nice play right there on that layup. You might not get another dead ball the rest of this quarter.
Yeah.
Wow, nice shot right there. By the way, the other bad thing about Chris... Oh, that's an open 3. Still missed it. Play 2 for 1. There it is. Oh.
He was off on that one, too.
Basically playing 2 for 1 there.
Warriors slowing the clock down.
I did not have 35-32 on the bingo card to start this game.
Did not either.
Missed the layup.
At the buzzer, no good.
A lot of almost downs, though, in that first quarter.
That was a very, very quick first quarter.
67 points in the first quarter. If you had said to me before this game 67 points, I would have said, huh?
Exactly. Not think it was going to be that high scoring.
But no, interesting first quarter. I think Wemby had 9 points.
Yeah.
But no, interesting first quarter. I don't know the way when I watch the Warriors in this game and a lot of Warriors games I've watched this year. I don't know. They don't look as consistent.
Exactly. I know they've looked like really weird to start the season. There's something missing, and like Clay hasn't gotten off to a great start.
Steph's been hurt on and off.
Yeah, I think that they're still kind of figuring out the Chris Paul best way to play him. Draymond's been acting like an idiot like usual. So
Well, who isn't surprised by that? I would hope no one.
exactly.
By the way, did you think that was fair the way they determined the suspension or no?
I thought it was like when you're a repeat offender like he is, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. And like if you're getting consistently tossed out of the games and stuff like that, and like you're going to get multiple games suspended. I feel like if that was most other players, they wouldn't get a 4-game suspension. But you know,
I don't know. That's an interesting one. I mean, I get it. I don't know. I like Draymond. I mean, not for most of the off-court stuff, but I don't know. I feel like the Warriors like swung and missed, giving him that $100 million contract.
Oh, I know. It was interesting because I thought he was going to leave, honestly, because I didn't think that the Warriors were going to give him that much money. They, have some other guys that they might have to pay coming up if they want to keep Kuminga and those kind of guys, but they decided to keep rolling with him. And I mean, they've won 4 championships with him. I totally get that, but he's definitely not worth 25 a year. Over the next 3 seasons after this as well.
No. I think, and you tell me if I'm wrong on this, but I feel like they paid him for past championships.
Absolutely. They paid him for what he's done for the team and to try to keep him in a Warriors uniform like until he retires, I guess.
I don't know. I think you and I both agree that it was a overreach, and he already had $100 million contract with the Warriors, didn't he? Or was it 85? I can't remember what.
It was something like that. It was. I mean, he's been getting paid well.
They gave him more though.
Yeah, they gave him more. They gave him an even bigger contract this time. It's definitely like a thank you for what you've done for the team.
My favorite line is, and I hear it in business all the time: is it a charity or is it a business?
Exactly. And to be honest with you, like it's both. Like it's especially when it comes to sports and stuff. Like I think it's mostly business. But like there's occasionally things where like it's charity or it's also like based more off of
Is that an offensive foul on the Spurs right there?
Yeah, I think so. Based more off of heart than it is off of like a smart business decision.
Yeah, but if I was the Warriors in the offseason, I would have said, go challenge the market. Yeah. We'll wait for you to come back.
They could have easily let him walk and slot Kuminga in as their starting power forward. And if Kuminga's the guy, then you extend him and give him that money. He's younger. Now they set themselves up where if Kuminga breaks out, they may not be able to afford him.
Oh, give him the ball. Oh, they missed. That's crazy. They're hitting the threes early, though, for the Spurs. But I don't know. Draymond affects this team. Like, people don't think he does. He does. His attitude.
He does what the rest of the guys don't, which is why they've been such a good team.
Wow, Chris Paul actually made a shot. Another three-pointer for the Spurs.
Yeah.
What is this? I'm not used to seeing them shoot like this.
and an offensive foul on the Warriors.
Where was it? Wait, was that a foul or was that a basket?
No, they blew off Chris Paul's three.
I didn't even see the foul. Where was it?
Yeah, I guess it was off the ball. Offensive foul.
That's like the worst foul you could possibly commit.
I know. Man, Vassell's playing great.
Wow, they're not going to give him the ball at all anymore. He's been scoring. I'm surprised at the score right now, to be honest.
I know.
Great shot by Clay right there.
Well, this one's on pace to hit the over.
It's true.
Did not think.
I don't know why Wemby's playing so high up on the key there.
Yeah. They're playing a very small lineup, the Warriors, right now. They got Saric as like their 5. And
they should just throw Wemby down the center. Like I said, I don't know why they're...
Ooh. That was almost a nice pass. It was out of bounds, though. From
Oh, block right there. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, he blew the pass.
Yeah, that was almost a really nice pass.
He should have just put that up.
Should have. Ooh.
Yeah, you got a good 3 to 4 seconds on me to catch up here.
Blocked him. They called the foul.
That's not a foul. Come on. What did they call the foul on there?
They called it on Wemby, but it looks like Wemby got like tripped like in the air and then fell into Clay because of that. He got tripped by like...
That's a bad call right there. Are they going to say he hit his hand? Is that what they're going to say?
I guess so.
Oh, it's so bad. See, today's game, I can't stand it. They call fouls on everything.
Yeah.
And he missed the free throw. The ball doesn't lie. See, these guys back when the Warriors were a championship team, they were so good at coming off the ball. I don't see that anymore with the Warriors.
No. You never see it. You really don't see it that much anymore.
Because you would see Clay on one side, you'd see Steph on the other. It takes a lot of real estate for them to really get to the ball. Wow, they're almost double teaming Wembanyama. What just happened? Did he call a timeout?
Yeah, I think called timeout.
The heck was that? That was so random.
Got mad at McDermott.
That was so random right there, that timeout call. I wanted to get back to one more point, though, on this alleged story that do we really expect Adam Silver to do much?
Exactly. I know. Like, it's such a weird situation, though. Like, unless there's actually like a real lawsuit or something like that, it's going to be interesting to see what they actually step in and do for a situation like this. Because like there's no doubt that like if it's true, he probably should get a suspension, even if like there's no lawsuit or like you know.
I mean, so here's the issue you're going to run into again. The same thing with Ja, with the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
What's considered a long enough suspension?
Exactly. That's the thing. I have no idea. Like
because they okay.
No, I was just going to say I thought for Ja the 30-game suspension was good, if not longer, just because especially because it was his second time
Well, with the guns.
With
Yeah.
exactly. Like he did it once. He had to apologize for it. He didn't get suspended for that, even
And
though
he's a head case. Also.
even though he was away from the team for a little bit, but he didn't get suspended for the first time, and then he was dumb enough to do it a second time. He deserves the 30 games for that. The question is, for a situation like Giddy, um, the fine line that they have to figure out too is like if it was to his knowledge that this girl was underage though as well.
Well, they're going to claim that OKC consent laws. That's what they're going to claim. And
Exactly.
that's the problem. The problem is they're going to, 16 is the consent age and OKC. Again, let me be very clear. I really could care less about the political angle of this whole thing because that's what people are going to make this. Oh, it's a political thing and age of consent. No, it's wrong. It's just wrong.
It's still wrong, regardless of how you want to like paint it and whatever the laws are in Oklahoma City and stuff. The bottom line is it's wrong, and it shouldn't be something like that shouldn't be tolerated. Like these guys are adults. Like they should have the wherewithal to know, like let's make some smarter decisions.
The other issue you're going to run into also is the NBA national platform. They're going to argue, is it like happening on the NBA as a national platform, or is it just OKC local where it's happening? They're going to argue that whole thing.
Exactly.
Also.
Exactly.
Which I just don't get. And I'm sure this story will, and I'm sure you'll talk about this on the next episode
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because
going deep into depth with them.
It's a problem. It's a big problem. And oh, nice pass right there. It still blew the layup. We'll get back to that story at some point because there's so many angles to break down on it. There's Sark again. Oh, that was like a Steve Nash right there. Oh, all day for Chris Paul to shoot. Is that Wembanyama? Oh, come on. Wow, he doesn't. Whoa, almost threw that pass away.
Toss it in the stands.
What, they just call a foul?
I think they called a foul, yeah.
Was that a bailout foul on Chris Paul?
Or what
do they call that? A take foul.
A take foul, exactly.
Ugh.
Whatever that's supposed to be.
That's another rule I don't get. What's the difference between a take foul and a clear path?
I know. Another one of those weird new rules in the NBA that just doesn't make any sense.
Wow, they're not playing any offense through Wembanyama right now.
Yeah. Trace Jackson Davis.
Oh, blocking a foul call right there. I don't know. It looks like they went away from Wembanyama after having 9 points early.
Yeah, he hasn't done much since the first few games. First few possessions.
I wonder if they're trying to get away from it so they don't double or triple team.
Yeah.
Trace Jackson Davis. See, some of these names on the Warriors I haven't heard of.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a rookie he was at Indiana last year.
Much different Warriors team now.
Their benches, the Warriors bench now is a lot younger. You got a handful of veterans like Payton and Saric
and Paul.
Yeah, and Chris Paul, but they have a lot of young guys. That's because they've had a decent amount of draft picks the last few years. And they've stacked out their bench with those guys. Just toss that ball away.
Oh, bad pass right there. This looks like the Spurs of this season now, a little bit.
Oh, Wemby with a steal behind the back.
Oh.
And blocked by Payton.
Really? Oh, jeez. Why would you go behind the back?
Yeah, he got a little too fancy with that.
Freaking 7'4", dunked the basketball.
And then went up right-handed to the left.
That's kind of embarrassing, getting blocked by a guy half your size. Might have been a little contact there, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, nice pass. Yeah, they've totally went away.
And Saric just hit a 3.
Oh man, you got like 5-6 seconds on me now. Nice shot right there. What, they just call a timeout? Yep,
Yeah,
timeout Spurs. This is a good one so far.
it is. Warriors trying to fight back a little bit.
46-44 Spurs. I didn't see how much time was left. Second quarter. I think we're about halfway through the quarter.
Yeah, I think so.
But again, if you missed this story, obviously Josh Giddey was at a underage relationship with this girl that's all over TikTok, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't you have to realize that these girls like want the attention? That's what they want. You're with an NBA player.
I mean, the reason why it spread so much was because of like her posts and stuff too. Like she was posting on everything and was like bragging about being with an NBA player. So there's
like that's a shocker.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's just weird. There's a weird silver lining with all of this.
I'm trying to look up the name to see if I can find. Oh, I found it. Her name is Liv with 2 V's. Liv Cook. Liv Cook. And she's reportedly a sophomore in high school.
God, that's terrible.
So now I'm going to go look it up on TikTok and see if I can even find her on here.
I was like seeing I was seeing things that she was 15, then I was seeing things that she was 16.
She's 16.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, is that her? I think that's her. Nope, that's not her. Okay. But I saw like her handle and I was like, and you could tell like she definitely wanted to share. Like, oh, look at me, look at me.
Oh yeah.
And like now all the parody accounts are coming out and it's like, oh. I don't know, man. This story, however this story ends, like, in my opinion, he needs to be suspended for the rest of the season.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
It definitely won't happen. But, you know, I'm interested to see what they pull from this investigation, too.
Why do I feel like...
It's always funny when the leagues come out and say that they're investigating. Like,
what are you investigating? It's all out there, for crying out loud.
Exactly. It's like, what do you mean by investigating? Do you have like the police or something looking on it or something like that? Like who's actually investigating this stuff? Like the whole Wander Franco thing. Like the MLB is investigating the claim. And then he just disappeared, basically. That's another one too. Like I'm a little surprised we haven't heard anything about him.
I found her TikTok.
Oh, you found her TikTok? God.
And it doesn't surprise me the way she's acting.
Yeah.
So she has 35,000 followers on TikTok.
As a 16-year-old, like, come on.
And like, she's already partying like hard at 16.
Yeah, they met at like a bar though too, which is also like okay,
a little scary.
Like, if she was at a bar, like
how did she get in?
Exactly, that helps his case too because like obviously he'd assume that she's probably 18.
Well,
if she's in a bar, I mean,
first of all, you can't even be in a bar at 18. Technically,
you can't. But
I said technically, yes.
Exactly. But yeah, most places you'll be able to get in.
Well, with
at least
fake ID nonsense you have out there.
Yeah. But there are also some bars too that
Oh, you
Like,
have the 18 wristband crowd or whatever they call it.
exactly. Like if you're allowed in if you're 18, but they give you a wristband saying that like you can't drink or something like that, or like or people who are 21 get a wristband that says that they can.
That doesn't
So
make any sense.
yeah. So who knows? Who knows what's the real situation is?
Oh, open shot. Oh, bad shot right there. That shot like bricked.
Yeah.
Oof. But yeah, like this account is insane. And I'm looking at it and what she's wearing. And again, I'm not shaming, but if you look at what she's wearing on that was
Yeah.
blocked right there. Out of
Something
threes from San Antonio so far.
something tells me that like this thing that he's not really going to get in trouble for this. I don't know why.
Well, that's what I keep saying. What do you think Adam Silver's going to do?
I feel like nothing's going to end up happening from this. I feel like there's too much where it's like they can argue the whole 16-year-old thing in Oklahoma, or they can argue that he didn't have knowledge about it, and no one will ever know the real truth. And it also looks like that she was bragging about it, wanted the relationship, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, something about it just makes it seem like that it's going to go away.
By the way, bad pass to Wemby. We had to try and save that.
Yeah.
Somehow managed to keep that in court, but obviously that's a backcourt violation.
Warriors took the lead.
They take him out again?
Think so.
Wow. Hasn't scored since the first quarter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bad pass by Moody.
got bailed out with a foul there. Oh, come on, stream. Stop slowing down. Are you getting freezes in the stream at all or no?
I'm not. Maybe try
Refreshing it.
refreshing yours. Yeah, because you might be very far behind.
Oh, now it's switched over to its own stream. The Warriors just turn it over?
I'm at
So
5:20
I'm
left.
at 526. I don't know what it is. Out of threes. I don't remember San Antonio shooting this many threes.
Yeah.
God, Curry wants to shoot so bad. Another missed layup. Oh, that was deflected. It's going to be Spurs ball. I don't know. This game got quiet all of a sudden. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, in and out again.
Yeah. Wiggins off on that one.
It's not. He's going to shoot that deep, or not. That was not a good shot right there. Spurs are running a lot. I'm not used to them being track and field. Oh, why didn't you take that layup? Too many passes. That's not even a good shot, and it went in. I love that too when that happens, where you make a bad decision and the ball goes in anyway.
Oh yeah. Collins off for deep.
Oh, right. A lot of off the front rim too. Wow. That's a classic Curry right there, off the 1 foot.
Yeah.
I don't know what made him do that over the years, but he's perfected like that one-handed jumper.
Yeah. He loves doing that.
Oh, good fake right there. And got bailed out. Wow, look at that. Look at that stat.
Sohan and Wembanyama, Jones and Wembanyama.
Efficiency. That's one of those stats, by the way, and that's a missed free throw. That's another one like the quarterback rating where I don't understand how they come up with the efficiency ratings.
Yeah, I know.
And how can you be over 100%, first of all?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't completely understand that. Like passer rating and stuff too.
That's the one. Like, yeah, passer rating or efficiency rating. You can't. There's only 100%. You can't.
Yeah, it's like 158 is like
Wow.
or something, which is like such a random number.
By the way, Curry doesn't miss when he's on. Oh, great steal right there. Didn't call a foul either.
My God, so many second chances. Missed all.
Oh, nice pass right there. Still missed it. Oh man, you got to grab the rebound. Oh my God, how many chances are you gonna give him? That's 3 in a row right there. My God, that's not a good shot. This is Warriors' best. If you're going to play into them and just shoot threes, you're not going to win.
Yeah, see now it's starting to get a little sloppy. Now it's starting to make more sense of the under.
Oh, why'd you pass it? Oh. Who was he looking at there? Was there anyone there?
I have no idea.
That was like a pass to the ghost right there. Like,
no one was paying attention.
Should have just shot it. It's almost like he's afraid to shoot now ever since first quarter. Oh, bad shot right there.
Yeah, Wembanyama's getting shut down.
He's got the ball now. Oh, blew the lap again. Come on, man.
Playing good D on him, even though nobody is. They don't have anybody who's legit size with that can compete with him. That was a nice block.
Oh, wow. Whew. That's almost unfair.
Yeah, that's when the size comes in handy.
I don't think he barely had a jump.
No. Puts his arms up. They will swat it away.
Oh, wide open for Clay.
Man, Clay's off tonight.
That's just not a good shot. That's not a good shot either. Wow. Oh, they actually. Who'd they call that foul on?
I think they called it was a defensive foul. Called on Looney, I think.
That was a little close there.
Yeah. They think he shifted into him or something. I have no idea.
That could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Give him the ball. Or don't.
Ooh, pushed off.
Oh God, that's on Clay. See ya.
Yeah, shoved him. Pushed off.
Armbar there.
That's clear as day.
I'm kind of surprised by this first half score.
I know.
Hopefully, we get a better second half out of Wemby actually touching the ball.
I know. Seriously. Or that over is not going to hit.
He's
Well,
got 9.
He's got 9
What?
points. He's had a very quiet 9 points. It has honestly like 9 points isn't great in the first half, for his standards, but it also doesn't even seem like he's had 9 points.
So it disappeared in the second quarter.
Yeah. Vassell missed it.
They're not even trying to get him involved. They didn't call a foul there? I'm surprised they didn't call a foul.
I know.
All right, so they're in the half. Was it 59-55 Warriors?
Yeah.
What did you make of that first half?
It was a little sloppy, to be honest. It's a little up and down. Not great shooting.
See if I can find the box score. Yeah.
Both teams have just not looked good at all to start this game. The Spurs got off to a hot start and just kind of disappeared. Wemby disappeared after the start of the first.
Say 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Let's see.
It honestly isn't a terrible stat line. It seems like he played much worse than that.
I don't know. I feel like once they started double teaming Wemby, they just went away from it.
Yeah, they did. They went after Vassell. They had the offense through Vassell, I should say.
I think they got to go back and force that ball down low. I mean, I know they're making threes, but they're not going to be able to hold that up the whole second half. Because I bet you the Warriors are going to go into the locker room and say, too many threes.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm trying to look up. So they were 8 of 23 from 3. 35%.
Yeah, so like decent.
Warriors were 9 of 21 for 43%.
Yeah, not bad. So the 3-point shooting wasn't as terrible.
I don't know, but I never thought the game was going to be this close.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I thought the Warriors were going to pull away. But we'll see if they do in the second half. See what they do to start the third quarter.
I don't know. Just interesting. Well, while we're sitting here at halftime, wait for the game to come back. Did you watch any of the Jet game today?
I did. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch a lot of it, but it was
good thing you didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it was more of a college basketball day for me. Watched a lot more college basketball, but watched a little bit of the Jets game. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm not sold on the Dolphins though at all.
I'm not either.
I don't think that they're that great. I'm not convinced they're even going to win a game in the playoffs, to be honest.
They can beat the shit teams, but they can't. But they can't beat the good teams.
Yeah, and even Tua didn't look that great. Like Tua had a couple of terrible passes in the game.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think most of us took the 10-point cover on that game. I think also.
Yeah, I think so. I'm 4 for 4. I think I was the only one that had the Packers yesterday.
That's right. You did have the Packers.
I did.
Oh man,
that was
yeah.
I mean, I'm in dead last, so I needed something like that. I needed.
Well, you gained one. I'll give you that.
I gained one, which is good.
That game was kind of a disappointment, in my opinion, by the Lions.
From the start of the game, Detroit just wasn't in it.
No, they were not.
Goff had a bad game. Packers, you got to give credit to the Packers. They played great.
By the way, you know it was frustrating also? All the halftime shows they tried to do on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, those were so bad. so unnecessary.
Jack Harlow, what?
So unnecessary to have all those halftime shows. Like each one for 3 games.
All because it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and then people going crazy for Dolly Parton.
Oh God, Dolly Parton. Don't get me wrong, Dolly Parton is a classic. It always will be. But the outfit was a little much.
Yeah, exactly. It was a little excessive.
It looked like a bad version of a Cowboys cheerleader.
Yeah, it's like a little excessive for a Thanksgiving performance.
And I think she has like a new rock album or something coming out, from what I understood. Not that we really needed any more from her.
Exactly. It's the last thing we need. But she's got to be like in her at least close to 70.
Oh, I think she's over 70.
Probably.
She's 77.
70. Oh, geez, she's pushing 80.
Yeah, and I had no idea either. I was kind of shocked by that one also.
I didn't even realize she was that old. My God.
I mean, I will say she looks good for her age.
She definitely 100% does. But it's for a 77-year-old.
I think they asked her to do the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
Really? Wow.
I think she was one of the options. I think she declined it, though, obviously.
Well, we got Usher, which means that a lot of people had to have declined it for them to go to Usher.
By the way, Pacers court, bleh.
Yeah, Pacers are one of the worst courts.
That's also got a yellow stripe down the middle.
Yeah. Nuggets got destroyed today by the Rockets.
Now, that's not something I expected you to say.
Exactly. Tell you what, they're not going to be number 1 in my power rankings this week.
Oh, little teaser right there.
Little teaser. 10-6 now. They've fallen a little bit.
I don't know. Interesting as of late. Denver's kind of taking their foot off the pedal a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think we still have Denver. Really, it's really Denver's title to win again, though.
I think, yeah. I think well, at least to make it out of the West. I think that the East, like with the way the Celtics are playing, they'd be very tough. The Bucks,
we'll see.
The Bucks, if they're able to put things together, but especially in the West, like it's still so wide open. Like the Suns haven't even been that great this yet. Bradley Beal has like not even played. So
looks like San Antonio made a move. Sacramento, excuse me.
Yeah.
The Kings are waiving Philippe Petrusev.
Yeah. So that they got him in the which trade was it? He was like a throw-in for one of the trades.
Yeah.
He was a good player. He played at Gonzaga. And then was overseas the last couple of years. So he was a rookie this year.
Oh, wow. You weren't kidding. The Rockets blew out Denver.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, God, I hate this court, too. Ooh. That is awful. Was that Minnesota?
That Minnesota's court? Yeah.
Really and they're using a blended color for the center.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm very excited for this in-season tournament to end.
You and I both.
I'm ready to get back to normal regular season games.
I mean, that would be nice.
Be very nice.
It looks like we're coming out of halftime here. What do you see as kind of looking forward into the second half of this game? for San Antonio
I
to
want
kind of pick it back up.
I want to see Wemby get more involved in the second half. There he hasn't been too involved yet in this game. Vassell's played very well.
That's almost like Plan B, Plan C. What they did in the first half.
Exactly.
I want to see them pick it up. They gotta play out of those double teams. Like as soon as they went to double teams, they pretty much just said, "Oh, all right, we're not going to throw it to him."
They abandoned using Wemby pretty much after they started double teaming him.
And the Warriors are not a good defensive team. Let's be honest.
No, they're offensive special. They're offensive special, especially without Draymond. They're not a great defensive team.
I mean, and this might be a hot take, but I don't even think with him they're a great defensive team.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, because he can't do everything. But like, I mean, even their bench is mostly just offensive-minded guys. Like they don't have a lot of defensive-minded dudes. Like Looney's a decent defender, but he's not like amazing. He's not an amazing on-ball defender. He's a better rim protector. Draymond, Draymond's a good defender. Clay's was a star defender, but he's, with all his injuries, he hasn't been the same player at all this season on both ends. Steph's never been a star defensive player.
I mean, they have a lot of one-ball sided guys.
Yep, exactly.
Whether it's offensively, defensively. I can't think of the last one that really, and you don't think of him as an offensive player, and he just took over as the interim head of the Players Association. Andre Iguodala.
Iguodala, yep. Iguodala was such a huge player for them because
he was defensive minded. First of all,
exactly, he was always defensive minded, and he had a decent offensive game too. And
he built it over the couple of years he was with the Warriors, which was kind of crazy. I mean, also, and it's in our ETB sports intro, obviously the classic block by LeBron James.
Yep.
No one will ever forget that one as long as we live.
That chase down block, that was one of the best plays that
even though I think that was very close to goaltending.
Oh, it's extremely close, but he got it like a second before. I give him credit for that. That was a spectacular play. That
was more prime LeBron than.
Oh, absolutely. That was pure prime LeBron.
How many years ago was that? That was was that the streak of Cleveland and the Warriors playing? What was it? 3 straight finals.
Yeah, it was. It was the second one. It was the one that Cleveland won. In 2016.
That was the one that Kyrie. Which was the one that Kyrie hit the jumper to cement the game?
It was that one. Yeah, it went to 7 games.
That was a 6 series too.
Yeah, Cavs were down 3-1. That was the 72-10 Warriors, and the Cavs were down 3-1. Came back, won the series. Obviously, won the NBA Finals, and then that offseason they went out and got KD. The Warriors.
The move that was heard from around the world.
Exactly. And then they won the next 2 against Cleveland. And then LeBron left.
Cleveland. And KD got complacent.
Yep.
Talk about a guy who gets complacent constantly. Him and Harden.
Exactly.
Watch. I could see if KD doesn't win one in the next year or 2, I could see him demanding another trade.
Oh yeah, I can see it too. I don't know if I'm not sold that he'll end his career with the Suns.
How many teams has he been on now? So OKC.
Yeah, he was OKC,
Warriors, Nets, and now the Suns.
Yeah, so he's been with 4 teams. Feels like more.
It feels like it should be like 10.
Yeah. But Kyrie's been with more. Kyrie was with the Cavs, the Celtics.
The Nets.
And then Kyrie's also only been with 4. Then the Nets and then the Mavericks.
It looks like he found a home though, like I said, with the Mavs.
I know. I hope so. I hope it's annoying when these guys just
jump around.
She keep jumping around like nonstop. Like I hope Kyrie stays with Dallas, and I hope that KD stays with Phoenix. Like
He's not going to stay with Phoenix. My guess is he won't stay with Phoenix.
I doubt it, but I hope.
And the Suns gave up a metric fuck ton to get him there.
The Suns better pray that he doesn't leave, because
the Nets made out on that deal for the most part.
Oh yeah, they got two of their franchise cornerstones now came with Johnson and Bridges,
and a bunch of first rounders, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And they're going to get, well, those picks are going to be shit because the Suns are going to be at the top, but
exactly. But still, I mean, still a draft pick, and they could always flip some of those draft picks to try to get other players too.
Yeah, but who's going to want to play there after all the nonsense with Kyrie and KD, though?
Yeah, but if Bridges, if they're able to build up a decent team, they might be able to attract some talent.
And could someone tell the world that Ben Simmons is not worthy?
Yeah. Ben Simmons is he's a role player at this point. He's nothing.
I forgot that he existed.
I know. You honestly, when you talk about the Nets, you forget that he's on the team. Honestly.
Well, when I heard he was injured the other day, the Nets are keeping him out. I forgot that he was there.
Yeah.
Oh, it has been tough to be a Net fan.
Yeah. I can imagine.
I actually, for the first time ever, think the Knicks have a better chance than the Nets right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I would ever utter those words.
I know.
Oh, man. Still waiting for the half. I think I would assume after this commercial break, they're going to come back out and play.
It looks like it's about to start.
Oh, are you back out of the commercial break already?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the commercial to end.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God, come on.
May need another refresh.
That's what I'm doing. There we go. Now I'm at the broadcaster booth table.
There you go. That's where I am too.
By the way, Ryan Rucco, RJ, and Redick are actually underrated as a booth.
They are. They're very solid.
Even though JJ does get on my nerves from time to time.
Yeah, JJ, some of his takes are annoying, but the three of them as broadcasters are for in-game are pretty solid.
This is another thing I can't stand also. Now they're putting the headset on the head coach.
Yeah.
Because everyone needs the insider action.
It's live too. The second half starting.
See, I don't like where Wemby's standing right now. He's standing in the right corner. That doesn't.
Yeah, they're not running their offense through him anymore. Ooh, that was not a foul.
I heard the whistle on your side. Oh, he went into that.
Yeah, he kind of jumped into him. That was a little bit of a cheap call, it looked like.
Where's the technical foul, ref? Come on.
Exactly. I thought we were supposed to be cutting back on those.
By the way, like we were saying earlier, I think this is my number one court.
Yeah, I like this one because it's minimal, at least. It's not crazy.
But I think they totally he bailed out there. I hate that. I don't even like the side-by-side screens. That annoys me too.
Yeah, no.
I want to see the damn game. Stop showing me side-by-sides. See, look, now he's not even playing in the paint. I don't understand.
Ooh.
Look, didn't even give him the ball. It was wide open right there.
Yeah,
they won't even give him the ball.
Didn't even give him the ball back again. Sohan just tried to back him down. Another miss from Clay.
Oh, you're already there. That's a wide open shot, and he missed it. Oh, what a rebound right there.
I'm a few seconds ahead.
What did they call there? They call a jump there?
I don't even know.
Really? They called a foul there? I don't know about that. Wow, they did call a foul on the Spurs there. That's not a good shot there. That's an air ball.
Okay.
Wow, they gave him the ball.
Nice little jumper.
Hey! Made one.
There you go. Right over Wiggins, too. Just went right up at him.
They should just give him the ball. If Wiggins is going to guard him every time, you got to give him the ball.
Yeah.
Just
they should.
That was a good pass right there, and missed the layup. Give him the ball. Give him the ball. That was a bad pass.
Terrible pass.
If that was a simple pass right there, God. That's a bad shot.
Yeah,
wow.
That was a horrible shot.
That was a complete airmail.
Wemby tried going one-on-one. Did not work.
Ugh. It actually wasn't a bad shot. I don't know. He's not doing enough to. Oh, what a move right there. They didn't call a foul there? That was not a good shot at all.
Man,
I think everyone was surprised that the whistle didn't blow there.
Cord's off to a rough start.
Well, at least we saw Wemby get on the board.
Yeah.
What was it? 61-57, I think. I don't know, but both teams look flat coming out of the
They look very flat.
I thought as soon as they went to him down there on that shot, I thought they were going to get him involved, but they're not. I don't understand that at all. But I don't know what do you think the keys are for the Warriors in this half?
I think they just got to improve their shooting. I mean, their shooting's been terrible, especially to start the quarter. I mean, they've been getting open looks and just not able to knock them down. I think that's why the Spurs have been able to stick around in the game. That's like the biggest thing. Steph and Clay haven't been off to great starts.
Yeah, I don't know, but I keep saying to myself as I watch them play, the Warriors play, that they just look a step slower.
Yeah, they do.
And
they don't look like the normal Warriors that you're accustomed to start this season.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't see the Warriors really winning anymore at this rate. I think it's the Celtics. I think it's the Bucks. I don't know what else. What other teams are really up there for the title?
Celtics, the Bucks, maybe the Suns.
But the three of the but Beal and KD and who am I leaving out? Booker need to be on the court at the same time.
Though that's going to be their biggest issue is the health of those guys, and that was always going to be the biggest issue. Even when they made these trades, is if Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant can stay on the court. Booker stays on the court relatively the most out of any of them, and Beal used to be. I mean, earlier in his career, he used to be extremely reliable. He used to never get hurt. The last several seasons, he misses so much time. And I mean, same with KD though too. I mean, KD's played every game so far this year. He's been off to a good start, but you have to assume that he'll probably get hurt at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. In my opinion, I don't think the Suns are going to win just because I don't like the chemistry.
Yeah.
Excuse me, of the way their team is going right now.
I don't think they'll win this year. It'll be interesting to see if they'll be able to win in the coming years, though. Like if they're able to get the most out of that core.
Yeah, but I don't know if you think the same as I do on this regard, but I feel that KD's not a good leader.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely make that argument because a lot of the times when he's been the go-to guy, he's not been able to get these teams over the edge, like in OKC and with Brooklyn, where he was the guy. I mean, you could
Wow.
argue that he was the guy in Golden State, but he also joined a winning team.
Wow, they actually give Wembanyama the ball as the point. Oh, why'd you stop dribbling there?
Kelvin Johnson again from three.
Ugh. I don't get it. Like they're not even throwing the ball down the post anymore.
Yeah,
This is going to come back to bite them. If they're just going to keep hurling up threes, they're not going to win this.
yeah. Wiggins
Wow.
just
Speaking of
on the
threes,
other end. Yeah, a nice backdoor pass to Branham on the other end.
ugh. Uh, Spurs ball on the turnover. That was just bad hands right there by Golden State.
Yeah,
Is that offensive? Offensive
yeah.
foul.
There's an offensive foul.
By the way, that's a big man to go down, by the way.
Good defense by Wemby. Got himself set.
Oof. Big
little-
hit right there, too. And he managed to slide in front and stay still.
Yep, exactly.
Toughest thing to do in the game today.
Nice little back down from Wemby there on the other end.
Finally,
Tie up this game.
13 points for Wemby.
Tell you what, if Wemby's able to add some weight,
He'd be a force.
be
Oh, God.
of course.
They call a foul on that?
Yeah, I don't even know who the foul was on.
Just falling down. That's another one that frustrates me, too. The guys are falling down and they bail them out with a foul.
Yeah,
That last move by Wemby, that's what they got to go back to.
yeah. That's
Missed free throw.
they got to take advantage of that. Yeah, Moody's at the line now. Missed
the first one.
Ooh, missed a second.
I'm telling you, man, these guys today don't shoot free throws the way
I
they
know.
should.
They don't at all. It blows my mind how many guys in the league are just terrible free throw shooters.
Oh,
Something so basic.
how he saved that. Oh, God. How he saved that ball from going out.
Yeah.
Oh, steal. That looked like a foul on the floor right there.
Looked like he got kicked in the face.
Oh.
Missed a jumper on the other end.
That actually wasn't a bad shot either.
No, it wasn't. Those are the
A lot-
shots you want to get them.
A lot of almosts tonight.
Yeah.
Wait, Spurs ball?
Ooh. Nice shot.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I might be a few seconds ahead of you.
Oh, that is a good shot. What has he got, 15 now?
Yeah. He's got 15.6 boards.
It's getting closer now.
He is. I think that over is going to be is sitting pretty now.
He's got to get to 20.
Steph just hit a 3.
Wow. It was a great.
That was a tough shot.
He's like the king of that center.
Yeah.
Blew the layup.
Yeah, Wembanyama is just like a 7'4" dude, like going between his legs like that and shooting off the dribble.
That's a sick shot. I just saw the replay again. Like, that's just not fair.
It isn't. Like, that's why this dude's like so highly coveted, because he can just do stuff like that.
And he has to do most of the scoring to begin with. Like,
oh yeah.
I think he'll hit that 20 at some point in this game, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Steph just hit the jumper.
Oh, nice shot right there. Timeout.
Yeah, timeout Spurs.
So I'll give you a challenge right here. I was thinking about this. You like doing the what do you call those things you used to do on the 3&D? The what was it? The top 5 or Mount Rushmores or
the Mount Rushmores? Yep. The NBA pyramids.
Okay. So, well, let's start with 5 and then we'll build it out.
Yeah.
So, top 5 players in the NBA right now that you see having long-term careers.
That are like early in their careers.
Early in their careers, they're stars, top 5 guys that will have long-term careers and battle up there for like where LeBron is for points all time.
Is Giannis young enough to put on there?
Yeah. Right now in the league. That I'm talking about right now in the league.
That's going to be able to push for the. I think Giannis, when it's said and done, is going to be high up there in points, and I think he's going to win a couple more championships too to kind of put himself in the mix. I don't know if he's going to end up winning 4 or 5 or 6. It's again Jordan's.
All right, LeBron.
I don't know if he's going to win that many, but he might win 1 or 2 more. So I think he'll win at least another one. I'd say Giannis. I'm going to say Wemby because I think that he's going to have a great career and figure something out, even whether it's in San Antonio or if it's somewhere else where he wins championships. But
I'll give you a number because I looked up Giannis. So he became the youngest player, 28 years, 347 days, to record 16,000 points, 7,000 rebounds, and 3,000 assists.
Yeah, incredible. I think that he's going to be high up there.
So if he's 28 and he's got 17,000 points,
yeah,
and he's going to probably play. I mean, he's a big man, so big men last longer in the league, because they could just play down the post.
Yep.
So he'll probably play what till his early 40s at least.
He could play. He definitely could play into his 40s. I mean, at the very least into his late 30s. So if you give him another, like he's 28, say he goes another 10 years or something like that, he could very well push for at least 35, 36,000 points and push into the top 5.
Because I know LeBron's got 39,000 he just passed?
He just passed 40. He just reached 40.
Oh, did he just reach 40? Okay.
Yeah. And Kareem was like 38, like in the high 38s.
I still think, by the way, that I don't know. Well, I'll ask you that question. Kareem versus LeBron points discussion. Do you think it's different eras, different games?
I think yes. I think it is different eras, different games because LeBron has played through one of the biggest scoring eras in NBA history. So I think that helps his case when it comes to points per game. Because when you look at Kareem's era and Jordan's era, I mean, teams barely put up 100 points in games ever.
They just called a foul on Steph Curry on a scuffle on the floor.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Wemby's on the bench again.
I think that affects the points per game. That's why I think that Jordan's averaging 30 points per game for his career is even more impressive because he played in an era where he scored 80, 90 points per team.
Right. And I just think LeBron was so dominant for so many years, like
Yeah.
that no one could defend him.
Exactly. Which plays to him. I also just feel like that some of the scoring, like if Jordan played in this era, he could have averaged 35 points a game for his career.
That's crazy.
You could 100% make that argument because teams average a good 20 to 30 more points per game than teams did back in the 90s.
That was a good pass right there. Another 3 by Saric.
It would be easily fair to assume that. And also Jordan would probably adapt a 3-ball too, since in today's game.
Oh, pickpocket. Another great pass by Paul and another shot by Curry.
Up 9 now. Biggest on 11-0 run. Spurs got to watch out.
I think you're going to see Wemby come back early if that's the case.
Yeah. I think their goal is probably to sit him the rest of the third quarter, but it's...
Oh, I hope not. Oh, he missed the rebound. Oh, because he tried to dunk it. I was surprised Steph didn't shoot that. Oh, that's no man's land. Wow.
They got the ball back, though.
That's literally no man's land where he shot that.
Yeah, that was... he did the turnaround, too, on that corner 3.
He loves that short corner.
He does.
Which I'm surprised, because it's not an easy shot to make.
The three-point shooters love it, just because it's the shortest 3 on the court.
Oh, nice pass right there. Up travel. By the way, I have to get your opinion on that as well. I was talking to the guys about this. They need to get a signal that's not the same call for multiple sports.
Oh yeah. The with the
traveling and the false start and the illegal formation.
Yep. I know, because it's like it is confusing. I know they should come up with like some more
Oh, bad play right there by the Spurs. Oh, nice pass right there.
That was a really nice pass.
Looks like a shooting foul and an injury, maybe.
Yeah, Payton got back up.
By the way, Payton's a scrappy player.
He is. Really scrappy player. He's great to have on this team because
I don't know
what defense.
I don't know why I thought he was in Toronto, unless I'm thinking of somebody else. Or was that Trent? That was in
Trent is in Toronto. But Payton, I think I know what you're talking about though. He almost got traded to Toronto.
The physical. That's it. That's what I was saying before. They had the trade set. They actually wanted him back, so they pulled the trade back.
Yeah, and it didn't end up going through.
That was it. Okay. Wow, 2 free throws in a row made. Let's see if the Spurs can actually keep this play. Oh, another bad pass. They call a foul? Yep.
Yeah, they call a foul on Saric.
By the way, in case if you're watching the NBA for the first time, challenges are now in the game. I don't know. We've seen the challenge system used a lot more now.
We have.
They're challenging it. Speaking of,
they increased the challenge though too. Like you're allowed, I think, 2
Is it
challenges.
2?
It used to be 1 and 1. It used to be 1, and if you won that one, then you get another. But now it's 2 automatically.
And I think, but that's it though, right? I think you only
exactly that's it. So if you lose your first challenge, you still get a second one now. So they changed that.
It's like the NFL a little bit, except I think you get 2 and you earn a third if you're successful on 2.
Exactly, I think so.
That was like the ridiculous challenge I saw earlier in the Jet game where they challenged that play on Mozart.
Oh, I didn't even see that part.
It was like 40 seconds or a minute into the game, and a challenge flag came out. I was like, all right, Can
Yeah.
we like take? Oh my god, they all these streams and like everything have the Black Friday barcodes out.
Oh yeah, going crazy. This Gordon Ramsay commercial.
Yes. Did you manage to get out for Black Friday?
I did not.
Yeah,
And
I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
I had no intention on doing that for Black Friday.
I mean, there's Cyber Monday anyway.
Exactly. You just do everything online nowadays too.
That's true. All the deals are online.
Yeah, like all the websites and stuff had like the deals online.
God, this yellow stripe looks like the red carpet.
It does. It's like the Warriors red carpet.
So what are they calling?
I guess they're
Oh,
arguing.
it looked like he definitely hit him there.
Yeah, I feel like this is not going to get overturned.
Do we know what the success of overturns are on the challenges or no?
I don't. I know it was not that high last year.
I love how they have to like turn the light on that they're challenging. I find that funny. That reaction makes me think it was not turned over.
Oh, a call is overturned.
Really?
So it's not a foul in Sarge then.
So what are they going to give the turnover?
I guess so.
See, I don't know. I don't like the challenge system 100% because, like, in the NBA, it's tougher. Like, if you commit a foul, like, you don't know exactly what was going to happen.
Exactly. And like if you look at it too, it has to be clearly like not a foul. Like if there's any bit of contact where like they like a normal ref would probably like play through it, like you can't overturn it. Because it would be by the book, it would be still be a foul. Like bad pat.
Oh, really bad pass.
Blew the layup though.
Oh. I feel like
Yep,
it's
and
been like that.
Curry on the other end hits the three.
That's almost unfair.
12-point game now. Oh, 14-point game, I should say.
Oh, is that going to be 2 shots?
Yeah. Foul on Payton.
All right, we're getting closer, hopefully. Hey, this makes games more exciting.
It does. I think we'll hit the over with Wemby.
Just make
I've
the
got
free throws.
confidence in him.
16. I mean, if he can't get 3 or 4 points with this amount of time left, with another quarter plus,
We'll be able to. 17. Hit that second free throw.
no stream. How dare you freeze?
Your streams are very behind.
I don't understand.
So
I'm
weird.
watching it on the ESPN Plus.
I know.
Actually, this one just says live ESPN feed, so I don't know. I just
Are you
refreshed
watching it
it
on
again.
a computer or are you watching it on a Apple TV?
I'm watching it on. I'm watching it on my Mac, but I'm watching it through ESPN's Plus website.
Maybe that's why. I don't know. If the website's slower.
I actually have a TV that doesn't work sitting right next to me, which is kind of annoying. Oh my god, feed him the ball.
Chetty Osman. That was a tough shot.
I feel like that was a lot more work for points than they could have just.
It was. It wasn't even a three either. His foot was on the line.
They're not playing bad defense either.
No.
They're just getting beat. That was a good pass too. Wow, beating Wemby right there. Another layup right there. playing very fast right now.
Yeah.
Well, in and out on the 3 there. Oh! Come on, Wemby, catch the pass.
Terrible.
Oh. He's probably going to have to play most of the fourth quarter at this rate also.
Oh, I think so. It's only a 12-point game.
That one got deflected.
Man, 15 turnovers for Golden State, 17 for the Spurs.
I don't.
That defines the night.
Yes.
Game.
Was that 32? Was that 32 turnovers?
32 turnovers total.
Give him the ball. Come on.
Vassell again. Vassell's having a good game.
He is having a really good game, actually, shooting wise. He's a classic, like, jump shooter.
He is. Got a nice smooth jumper.
I don't know what Wemby's doing there. He's in like no man's land.
Okay. Osman.
This game's a lot closer than I thought now. Actually, that's a good 2-for-1 right there also. First time I've seen Sarge miss.
Yeah.
Well, really? They're going to hold this one off? Come on. Give him the ball. Oh, wow. Nice one right there.
Yeah, Osman again. All right, down to 2 seconds. That'll be it.
That was not a good shot by Paul right there.
Not at all. It looked like it got blocked. At least I hope it got blocked for his sake.
All right, 86-81 Warriors going into the fourth. Tale of 2 quarters for Wembanyama also.
Literally.
Ugh. So what do you see for the fourth quarter? Keys to the fourth quarter coming in.
I think that's on the Warriors' sake, Steph's got to keep going, keep getting the ball into Steph, and Vassell honestly has been great. It's like trying to get him open looks would be good.
I don't know. Go back to Wemby, and I'm not even saying that because of what I played. I'm just saying that I don't know why they're going away from it. Like,
I know
when he touches the ball, good things happen usually.
it's true.
I don't know. I don't understand. But be curious to see, because I also noticed with the Warriors in the fourth quarter, they're not like the energy kind of drops.
Yeah.
For the fourth quarter of them. Spurs, I don't really know because they're a young team. You would think they would be able to play 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Did we finish that list? Did you have other players?
Yeah. So Giannis and Wemby, I had. Trying to think who else that would put up there.
Tough one.
Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic.
Definitely Jokic.
What about Doncic?
Probably put Doncic up there too. Trying to think.
Problem is Doncic doesn't get as many calls because he expects them all the time.
Exactly. Doncic.
Oh,
honestly, I like the way that Anthony Edwards plays too. I'd consider putting him up there.
Oh, that is such an ugly Clippers court. Oh,
yeah. The Clippers look terrible.
Did you see the quote from Anthony Edwards the other day also?
Which one?
That he said he thinks he could play in the NFL?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Like, really? He can't be serious, right?
I have no idea. He always when he was like coming into the league, like it was known that he was a great baseball and football player too, like in high school.
But
Uh,
that was like when LeBron came out and said I could have been an NFL star.
exactly. Like
Like
if he chose that, which like I don't know about that.
I, first of all, I don't think he had enough weight on him to be an NFL player. To be honest,
Exactly. Like in what position would he have been anyway? Probably like a tight end or something.
people were saying that he thought he was going to be a wide receiver. I'm like, all right, slow down.
Yeah, a 6'8", 250 wide receiver.
That would have been insane. Just saying. All right, let's see how this fourth quarter goes. The Spurs are trailing by 5.
Yeah, fourth quarter game is getting kicked off right now.
The Spurs need to come out and... Oh, that's a good start. What was that? If they're going to get jump shot happy, they're not going to win this game.
Yeah. Kuminga.
That's just asking for... You got to get out and guard. You can't... They're going to shoot threes.
It's going to be tough for the Spurs to come back, in my opinion. The Warriors have had a hold on this lead practically the entire game.
It's not even looking to shoot. They literally got to guard him out there. It's the only way. Wow, Chris Paul actually made a shot.
Yeah, it's back to 11 now.
Oh, nice rebound right there.
Nice rebound by Wembanyama.
I don't know. He's not looking to go back up with it, though. It's interesting. That was close right there. Not even looking to shoot.
Yeah, Gasol missed. Easy 2 on the other end. Timeout.
That was an open layup. Oh. I'm telling you, man, they're not going to... They're getting jump shot happy. They're not playing their game.
Yeah.
94-81.
94.
13-point game. If they're not going to play down low, they're going to get smoked in this fourth quarter. Let's see. Do you have a pyramid you'd want to do?
Depends what it is.
So how do you determine a category for a pyramid?
Could be practically anything. Usually I build it out just kind of like mostly for the period. The main pyramid that I did was like my top 50 of all time.
Oh my god,
players ever. But you could do a pyramid for just about anything. You could do like a defensive one. You could do like a rebounding one. Any stat category or anything like that. Be tough to have to give it like some thought ahead of time.
You haven't done one in a while.
I haven't. I got to reincorporate it back into the 3-and-D. That's one.
You used to do that in an episode?
I did it in a couple of different episodes.
Because I was going to say, sometimes you did them separately, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, I usually write them more often. But I've incorporated them a couple times. There's one time where I had Hank on the show, and we did
that. Now, what is the criteria exactly? Is there any criteria like when you pick the players or no?
It's mostly just like tier based.
Got it.
And it would be like whatever, just depending on whatever category you want to do. I mean, if you want to do greatest players of all time, like the pyramid. You'd have like your top. You'd have like the top tip top would be your number one, and then like your 2, 3, and just basically like different tiers.
Well, hopefully this game doesn't become too much of a blowout.
Yeah.
Oh, we're 3 points away from that over-under hitting also.
Yeah, that's the most important thing at this point is to make sure that he hits the over. I think he will, though.
Well, if they're going to keep throwing the ball out to the perimeter, they're not going to. Well, I don't know. I mean, I thought the plus 10 is minus 10, plus 10. I almost was going to take a plus 10. It's actually close.
It is. It's like, and honestly, like your call of it being too high was a pretty good call.
Yeah, I mean, because they're treating the Warriors like they're this dominant team that's just going to run away.
Yeah.
Now, usually, I'm assuming, like you said, that's like the averages and he off the. Oh, I thought he was off the court again. Come on. There we go. 19.
There we go. He palmed that ball to put it in.
Hey, however it goes in, it goes in.
Exactly. Just need one more bucket.
I don't know what defense he was playing there.
Yeah, he just let him go. Mismatch. Ooh. They called a foul.
Oh, you're ahead of me. Oh, he's going to the line?
I think so.
All right, make one. Here, wait. I want to hear this on my own because you're ahead of me here.
I won't say anything.
He almost put that in, like, somehow magically. I don't know how.
I know. Oh, wait, no, he did. He actually is not going on the line.
Oh, come on. Oh, why'd he back out?
Yeah, Sarge on the other end.
He's been on it all night.
He has. He's had a good game.
Give him the ball. He just got fouled.
It's 20 points, 6 rebounds for Sarge.
He's having a night.
Yeah. 4 for 7 from 3.
Come on.
I haven't seen anything from Clay in the second half.
Yeah, Clay's been kind of quiet.
Ooh.
Did they call offensive there? Oh, I don't know about that. See, the offensive foul is also another one where you could be like they're always moving.
Exactly.
I think they might have gotten that one right.
It looked right. It looked like he was set. Yep.
Oh, I don't know. Paul shouldn't have passed that one. Wow.
Just laid it in again.
Kuminga is like on fire.
They're putting this game out of reach now.
Come on, I just need one more point.
Wow. You're about to see it in a second.
Oh, what is that?
That's crazy. Offensive foul. Oh, because he kicked him. He kicked it. He kicked
really?
he kicked Sarge down.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good call. It's an offensive foul.
But I would say Sarge put his leg up there, though.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, that one almost rolled in. Come on. What? He is the weirdest big man I've ever seen, like where he doesn't want to play down low.
I know.
Wow, I'm surprised Sarge didn't shoot that one. That's just not a good shot. Wow, good shot right there. Time up of the Warriors.
Still 14 points, but
Stop momentum there.
we'll see.
Ugh. Have to sweat for 1 point.
I know. Every time the Warriors start putting the game out of reach, they let them come back a little bit.
Would you say the Warriors are a classic team that play down?
A little, yeah, I'd say a little bit.
Because I notice with them from time to time, like they'll have a big lead and then like they get a little complacent. Even in the playoff years, they would get complacent.
Yeah, they definitely did. That's just such a big issue with so many like dynasties playing down to competition.
Miami
being a huge one.
The Warriors from time to time, and that's why I think they lost to
Yep,
Cleveland.
blew that 3-1 lead. I think they had the 72-10 season. They had a 3-1 lead in the finals, and they kind of they let them get back into it, and then LeBron basically, and then it was too late, and LeBron basically took the series over.
Was JR still on that team? I can't remember.
Yeah, he was on that team. JR and Shumpert.
Oh my god. Shumpert was he was more a defensive minded player that could score.
He was a very good defender, Shumpert.
JR, I just couldn't stand.
Yeah.
I gotta give him credit though. He's kind of turned his life around a lot.
He has. Going back to college.
Apparently he's a lot smarter than we realized too.
Yeah. Playing college golf too. He's on the golf team. at North Carolina A&T.
There's one moment that will always stand out with me, and I think it was when he was a Knick. Was he the one who had the tank? He drove the tank? He had a tank. I think he owned a tank, like a military tank.
Wasn't it Cespedes?
No, wait. Now I got to look this up.
I remember Cespedes owned he owned a lot of weird cars and stuff.
Yeah, here it is. This was back in 2013. J.R. Smith apparently drives a $450,000 armored truck around New York City.
Oh my god. Why did I never hear about that? Doesn't shock me though.
That's the armored vehicle.
Oh my god.
I mean, JR definitely had his moments of entertainment for sure.
He did. I used to love him on the Knicks.
Until he pulled his dumb shit.
Yep. Back when those teams were good. Those old Knicks teams.
Oh,
2012, 2013.
That was back when they kind of couldn't decide if they wanted to be a young team or a veteran team.
Exactly.
All right, 101-87 Golden State, about 7 minutes left. See, look, they're all standing around the perimeter. Like, I don't get this. Oh, bad pass right there. They literally should just play the perimeter defensively.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, what was that? There we go. Feed him. Feed him. Or don't. Oh, air ball. See, I don't get that. He was not willing to back the guy down there.
Yeah.
That's such a bad shot. Oh,
McDermott on the other end. It's now a 10-point game.
oh, finger roll there. This is becoming a game again.
It is. They haven't been able to put them away.
I'm telling you, they should just put 5 guys out on the perimeter because that's all they want to do is shoot.
They shouldn't.
That's another good shot by Kuminga right there.
Yeah.
Wide open. Ah! That's not a good shot at all. Again. Oh! Oh, got the rebound.
Yeah.
They call another timeout?
Called another timeout. 10-point game again.
So close. It's been wide open the last 2 shots. Oh. This has been an entertaining game. I'll give it that much.
Oh, it has.
By the way, if the game were to end now, nobody would win because it's plus 10.
Yep.
Oh. What have you thought of this game so far?
It's been like up and down with the entertainment. I think it's been pretty decently entertaining. It hasn't been a blowout or anything. But a lot of inconsistent play both ends. What do you think?
I mean, the Warriors don't put teams away.
Exactly. That's the big takeaway.
I think that was the big knock on them, even the championship years. Like that, sometimes they just wouldn't put teams away.
They just can't figure it out. Can't figure out how to.
It's kind of nuts, actually. Because there were times when everyone would get on the Warriors and be like, well, why aren't you putting teams away? You're making it too difficult down the stretch. And then you would have guys like Steph and KD and all of them like conserving. That's another term that I can't stand today either. Conserving. Oh, we have to conserve ourselves for the end of the game. What do you mean? You don't conserve yourself for the end of the game. Yeah, break. Oh my God, so much dribbling.
Yeah.
He wants to shoot that. It's just not a good shot. And they don't get the rebound.
He's not been on tonight.
I think that under 28.5 is going to hit too.
Probably
That's
should.
not. Oh, just made a 3 as I say that.
Oh, an offensive foul on the other end.
Challenge?
Steph's got 26.
Oh, then that might hit actually.
It's going to make
actually one more shot will hit it. Actually, 6 of 12 from 3. That's not terrible. It's a lot of 3s though.
I know.
Are they challenging that?
I think just timeout.
Spurs. I wonder if they took the timeout to look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is late doing these West Coast games.
I know.
I just felt like this was the more fun game, but now that I think about it, the Knicks-Miami game was more fun.
Yeah. Knicks-Miami game would have been a great one to do with that comeback.
You know what? That might have to be a next game. Actually, since we're in the break, can we look at the ESPN schedule and see if, or a TNT game, if the Knicks are on again? I'm looking it up now. Let's see. Because I think we could probably get Johnny on that if it's a 7:00 game.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I can find it. Oh, that's good. Page not found. That's. Oh, did they challenge that or no?
It was a challenge, it looks like.
Oh. Let's see what they overturned. Wow.
Another one overturned.
That's rare. You see two overturned in the same game.
Yeah.
So what? So now they're going to take that foul off the board. That's crazy because the way that play went down, I thought that was going to be tough to overturn.
Yeah.
Surprised you would challenge down 13 also. All right, come on. One more point. If they would inbound the ball, I'm 6 seconds behind. Ugh. Wait, is he off the floor?
Wembanyama? It looks
Oh
like
my god, he's off the floor.
Oh my god. I don't know why he's off.
Oh, for crying out loud. What, are they going to wait and see if this becomes a closer game? Is that what they're doing here?
Yeah, I guess they're giving him a quick break.
That was a good shot again by Vessel.
Yeah, he's had a good game.
Also with 19 points. That was almost oh, nice pass right there.
That was a really nice pass. Couldn't finish it, but he got hacked.
Oh, man. Oh, missed one. A lot of misses tonight. A 12-point game. Oh, brick right there. Oh, bad pass right there. Oh, and he's coming back in. What was that? Like a quick... I don't get that. He sat for like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, or 12 seconds of game time. I don't get that at all. Oh, wow. They didn't allow him to come in. What was that? Out of bounds in the Spurs?
Yeah.
Oh, that hit the back of the... That was I don't understand why teams do that. Why they put them on the bench for like 15, 20 seconds and bring them back in.
I know.
That's a mismatch right there. Oh, why didn't he shoot that? That's just not fair. That's just not fair.
That was ridiculous. That was probably the dagger. 15-point game now.
What just happened? Was that an offensive foul? I'm surprised Steph didn't shoot that layup right there.
I know.
Oh my god.
I guess he saw Wemby was right on him. Didn't want to get swatted. Ooh, there you go, Wemby.
Wait. Oh, did he get it?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Passed it right back to him. There you go. He got the over with 2 minutes left.
Woo! All right. Seriously though, the formula for beating the Warriors, just guard the 3.
Yeah, literally.
They really don't do anything special, to be honest.
They don't.
I don't know why people just let them shoot 3s. I don't get it. I don't know. If I was playing defense against Steph, I would give him this is going to sound weird, but I'd give him a little pop so that he doesn't keep running out there.
Yeah, it's true.
I know that's like old-fashioned basketball and everything, but like you got to force him not to run out there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice 3-pointer right there. This is not over.
It's not over. It's 110, 102. Oh, offensive foul.
Where was it? Oh, right there.
I'm telling you, they can't.
Is that a moving pick?
Yeah, it was a moving pick.
That's another bone I want to pick with the NBA, the moving pick. Because you said it. We were talking about it, I think, what was it, last week, about Bam.
Yeah.
Bam is probably the worst offender of the moving pick.
Oh, absolutely. He's terrible.
Did you say like he'll complain and he'll like quite literally be moving?
Yeah, oh yeah. He'll be moving the entire time.
Oh, challenge.
This is definitely not getting overturned.
Oh, he clearly moved.
Yeah, it's a clear moving pick. I think they're just challenging just because they have one left, so you might as well for the sake of challenging.
He hip checked him.
Yeah, that was a quick review.
Oh my god. Is that like in baseball, like where they waste time on purpose just to allow something to happen? That's what that was there.
Basically, get a free timeout.
That's a whole nother issue, the timeouts thing, like when a challenge happens.
Yeah.
I thought the rule was that you're supposed to stay away from the bench.
Exactly. That's what it originally was supposed to be.
Look, Steve Kerr is drawing up a play with his players.
You originally weren't supposed to be allowed to do that, but no one ever cracked down on it.
But I think technically a challenge is a timeout, though, right?
If you lose the challenge, I think you lose the timeout.
No, but I'm saying is technically you have to take a timeout, I think, to use the challenge, don't you?
I don't think so. I think it just counts as like a challenge attempt, but if you lose it, you lose the timeout.
I don't know anymore. But I thought they're not supposed to be strategizing during a challenge. I thought.
That is true. That part is true. That's what I remember hearing.
This is not over by any means. If they can put up another 3 or another...
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Oh, nice one. They call an offensive foul or an N1?
N1.
Oh, my God. Wow.
They just call it technical on Golden State.
For what?
I have no idea.
This is not over.
It's not over at all.
See, Wemby almost... Oh, are they going to say that he grabbed the cylinder?
No.
No, I'm saying I wonder if they were arguing that or not. What did they... See, I hate this because now like refs call techs out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't get... This is not over. It's a 5-point game with a minute to go.
And you get another free throw. from the N1.
Oh, right. I didn't even realize that.
And now it's a 4-point game. 110-106.
Wow. This is definitely not over.
Oh
This is
my
great.
God. He just dribbled.
Oh my God.
And they don't have a challenge.
Because they used both already.
Yep.
I think he just dribbled that one off his leg.
Yeah.
That's just the classic I don't have a challenge left. Oh, that might have been off. I think they might have gotten that one wrong. That was close, actually.
Yeah.
They got to get a shot up. They're wasting so much time. That was not a good shot right there.
Yeah.
That was a
and they fouled Looney.
That was a poor choice of offensive choices right there.
That might have been off. Yeah, that might not have been off Payton. They're showing the replay now. I think that was off Osman.
That's off his leg.
Yeah.
Unless that got Peyton on the way by on his shoe.
Yeah.
I think that's off Osman. Not that it matters at this point, but they don't have to foul yet. Just gotta Oh, they call foul?
Yeah.
Ugh. By the way, plus 10 would have hit.
Yep.
What did I tell you? Whenever you have double-digit spreads in the NBA, it's rare that they hit. I think the Warriors are getting bailed out big time here down the stretch. I guess you could say Steph Curry is probably the closest to a Ray Allen as a free throw shooter.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But Ray Allen was what, like 97, 98%?
He was very high. He was in the 90s.
Didn't they say it was like when he missed one, it was like a rarity and a shock?
Oh, yeah. Definitely is. I mean, Steph's the same way. Steph's a career 90% free throw shooter, too.
I think it said 93 this season, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is basically over.
Yeah, this game's over now.
They don't have any timeouts either, I don't think. Oh. Just made that three-pointer.
That was big.
Oh, now you pick the time to freeze. No. Got a foul. Oh, jeez.
Hey, tackled him.
Just knocked over Steph Curry. That was a big shot right there, though. I think it's going to be too little too late, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time Steph Curry's missed a free throw, really. Damn. Whew. Wow, this game being over before 1 a.m., that's impressive, too. That's 2 for Steph. Oh, they do have a timeout. Oh. I don't know. Is there really anything you can do here to tie this game at any way, shape, or form?
You really would just you have to come down and hit a three, and you just have to hope that they turn the ball over or they miss their free throws. That's all you gotta do. That's all you can do in this situation.
Get the ball out of Steph's hand.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Do you have the in-season tournament stats or anything? How this game would affect anything?
I mean, I know that it says the Spurs are 0-3, so
They're out already.
they'll be done.
Wow, the amount of distance I find that crazy.
I know.
I wish they would put a Fitbit on Steph Curry during the game to see the amount of steps he takes.
I know.
I don't know. How many miles do you think he runs if you had to figure it out approximately during a 4-quarter game?
It's a good question. It's got to be a few.
I would probably say it's more than a few because he's always running the. He does the Steve Nash constantly.
Yeah. He's always on the move.
He'd probably just be in good shape alone just doing that.
Yeah.
Oh. They get fouled?
Yeah, he got fouled.
I mean, that doesn't really matter. So what? It'll be a 3-point game. I think the Spurs still have one timeout left. Wembanyama almost sunk that three also.
He did.
Gotta make him. Oh. Brick. Oh, there goes that. Well, as this game ends, what do you have coming up on the 3-and-D for Monday?
We're going to have a lot of interesting stuff. We'll be going over the Josh Giddey stuff, more college basketball news, some of the tournaments that were going on this week, some of the tournaments upcoming. Yeah, and all the interesting topics, and I'm sure some other stuff will hit in the next couple of days that we'll touch on.
That sounds about right. The NBA in a nutshell.
Exactly.
Again, the whole thing in the investigation. What's an investigation with the NBA anymore?
Exactly.
I don't know if you cover the women's side of the game, but did you see the story about Angel Reese?
I did. Yeah, she's failing her classes.
And no one's confirming that that's the issue at all.
Yeah.
And apparently, she made one post basically saying "Don't believe everything you see on social media."
Yeah, but she's not with the team though. She hasn't shown up to any of the games or anything, which is so weird.
Something tells me it's got to be an academic violation for GPA.
It definitely has to be. For that to come out, it's way too specific.
I don't know if that's a story you would touch or not, but
I could touch it.
It's an interesting one.
It is.
Oh, layup there by San Antonio. This is just garbage time, and I hate it when they put layups and they fouled. Do you agree that because I've had this discussion with people that the last 2 minutes of an NBA game are the longest in the history of a game?
Yeah, but it definitely is with the amount of fouling and all that kind of stuff that goes on. The last 2 minutes always last forever, probably longer than.
And you know what the amazing thing about his free throws? They swish through the net every time.
Yeah,
it's automatic. It's no rim, no roll off the back. Every time.
Every single time.
Yeah, this game is basically over. He's going to take or not take the last shot. That almost went in.
Yeah, no.
All right. So the Warriors win 118-112. The Spurs are now 3-14. Oi.
Yeah, 3-14, I believe.
And the Warriors are 9-9.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's the standings.
3-13 now, and 8-9.
So Sacramento's 3-0.
Yeah.
Are they really going to come? By the way, Sacramento's played some really good basketball.
They have. They played great.
Two teams that completely shock you right now: Sacramento and Orlando.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I guess that's pretty much it for the game. You said what's coming up on 3-and-D. I think we're gonna try and do a Nick game next. I think that would be a fun.
Yeah, that would be good. We got a couple of Knicks fans and myself and Johnny.
Try to get a bunch of people in. I know Tom's a Nick fan also.
Yeah.
But obviously you'll get all the normal shows. Everything is pretty much back to normal. The month countdown for Christmas begins. I'm sure you'll also soon. Did they release the Christmas schedule yet or no?
Oh yeah. They've got the Christmas schedule out.
So I'm sure even though I think you talked about them, probably get more into the Christmas schedule as it comes closer.
Yeah.
But what did you say? There's a gap for like 2 weeks or something for the tournament?
It's like a gap from like December 1st to like the 10th or something like that on the schedule of like no regular season games. I think it's just the in-season tournament games.
That's good. You just tell the fans, "Oh, go watch something else."
Exactly. Like okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the long night. 3 hours and almost 2 minutes.
Yeah.
How would you sum up this whole game in a couple words?
Say it was an entertaining game, back and forth. Golden State had a good lead throughout the entire game, and came away with the victory. Not surprised that Golden State ended up winning, but it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, I mean, did we really expect those Spurs to win? No. I mean, they're probably the worst team in the NBA, not by fault, but like they're probably the youngest team in the NBA or one of the youngest teams in the NBA right now. Or is there younger teams?
No, they might be the youngest.
So I don't know. I think the Spurs are going to be like other teams. Like they'll build up. Wembanyama will probably by like year 3 or 4, they're probably going to be like the dominant Spurs again.
Yeah, absolutely. They still got a ways to go, but they're on the fast pace. Anytime you got Wemby, it's always a step in the right direction.
And by the way, he like even though he scored, what was his final line? I think it was 22 points.
I think so.
I just want to confirm that because I can't remember exactly what that was. But no, this was a entertaining game to say the least. Here's the box score. So just take a look at the final box score. Wembanyama had 22 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 6 turnovers, too many. But you were right. The amount of turnovers. By the way, the Warriors had 24 turnovers.
So I know. The amount of turnovers throughout the entire game was terrible.
Like, if I showed you this box score without the final score, what would you think would have happened?
I know. You probably think that was a terrible game.
But I'm saying, would you think the Warriors would have lost if you hadn't seen the final score?
Yeah, easily with the amount of turnovers and stuff that were there, you definitely would.
I mean, the 3-point percentage, you know what? The 3-pointers cost the Spurs in the second half. They ended up 12 for 47.
12 for 47. Jeez.
That's a lot of threes.
A lot of threes, I know.
And the Warriors were 19 of 40.
Yeah.
So they hit about 50%. Okay, that's not bad for them.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, but think about that. 87 3-point attempts.
Yeah. Between the two.
I mean, what was it, 5 to 6 years ago that the 3 was not this wildly into the game?
I mean, it's like over the last few years, it's become so much more relevant. It's crazy.
And I was looking at the free throw numbers. So they had 36 total. Think about that. You had more than double 3-point attempts over free throws.
Yeah.
I don't know. But no, this was a fun night. I'm sure we're gonna have more of these. And I don't know. Any last words before we go?
No, not too much. It's definitely a fun night. We'll definitely do this again. Try to get some more people on, and it'll be fun.
Yeah. Ever since we brought the show over, which I'm an NBA nut like you are, and Watching NBA is fun, especially when you have entertaining players like Wembanyama.
Exactly. It absolutely is.
So for Paul Lombardi, I'm Nick Morgasen. We'll see you for another live watch along for an NBA game. I think we have some NFL games coming up. We're going to do some live watch alongs as well. So that'll do it. And I guess we'll see you for another one. So good night, everybody.